handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Hey, it's Opie and Anthony, and we're back live in New York.
Pay attention, they spark controversy.
Fuck you!
Being able to do the show we want to do.
Hold on tight, kid.
Jesus fucking Christ!
One of the biggest fines in FCC history is slapped against Opie and Anthony.
You got a couple of great guys over there.
Opie and Anthony have cost their bosses a lot of money.
Yay, bitch!
Hold a sex stunt at St. Patrick's Cathedral back in 2002.
We've learned our lesson, right?
Yeah, we have. We've learned our lesson.
We're reckless, arrogant, stupid dicks.
I would like to extend to you an invitation to the pants party.
Get your cock out.
You know the Holocaust?
Uh-huh.
Picture the exact opposite of that.
Wow, that's really nice.
That's just too good to be true for most people.
Do you realize who you hired?
Beautiful girls, violin.
What kind of sick mind operates like that?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
Hi, sweetheart, it's Mom. How are you? Jimmy, I know this is a little awkward, but everyone's fine here. But we heard the radio show. We love it, by the way. And you were talking about giving up, the ladies of the evening, which is a wonderful thing. But you know what? Dr. Phil always says replace something with something. So I was thinking, you have that nice gym downstairs. And, just for like 20 minutes to half an hour and you would feel better. Yeah. Use that. And also there's gyms in New York you could go. You could exercise and you would feel a whole lot better. You'd lose a little weight, you'd tone up, and you relieve, tension and stuff, and you'd be meeting other people. I don't know, honey. I just thought it might be a good thing. I'm sorry. I'm interfering, I know. I'm thinking of you. Nobody knows I'm calling. So, don't get offended or think I'm strange, but I am a mother and I worry about you. You're doing so well. Everything's falling into place. This might be just one of the, the health thing. It would help you, sweetheart. Well, anyway, that's it. I'm not going to go on and on. I know it's not my business. But anyway, I love you and I feel I can interfere because I'm your mother. I'm taking special license. But anyway, we're looking forward to seeing you at Christmas. I really hope you can make it. And anyway, don't be mad at me, okay, sweetie? I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
I can't get enough of that clip.
I love that
That phone call from little Jimmy Norton's mom.
Not great.
If you tuned in, turned on your radios, I should say, overnight, you just missed one of the best shows yesterday. Sucks to be you. You'll have to wait for the replay, I guess.
Let's try this. No.
You don't like it?
I'm not hearing me very well.
How's that?
Oh, boy. Let me turn this up a little louder. How's that?
I think you sound fine.
Everyone else is a lot louder, but
I think you sound all right.
I'm going to have to deal with it. Okay.
I could turn you up. How's that?
Yeah, that's good.
How's that?
I like that.
How's that? Is this better?
Perfecto.
This or this? This or this? This or this?
The third this.
This or this?
There's no that?
How about this?
No, that's...
I would like this.
No.
I'd like to go back to the old days. How's this?
No.
This?
That's better.
All right.
Yes.
I felt like I was doing an ear test.
I know. I was raising my hand.
Right. Left or right?
Right, left.
Right, left.
Right.
Left, I think. Right. Left. Right. Left. Beep. It's so nerve-wracking.
It really is.
After a while, you have no idea, and you're just guessing. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. It's the O&A virus spreading across America. This is the show that everyone wants to intern for.
Oh, I know. Ben was giving me the stats, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I guess the intern applications went through the roof after yesterday's show. I don't blame anyone after what happened yesterday. Basically, our intern Danny, it turns out, banged the porn star from... No. No, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, oh, my God, are you kidding?
I'm sorry, Noah. No, Danny did something else, and that's why everyone wants to intern for the show. Allegedly. Anyway, yeah, Noah banged the porn star from Cherry Darts last Friday. We did that, and Noah takes the porn star home,
Mm-hmm.
He's just an intern living in a crappy apartment in Hoboken, and he gets to bang a porn star all weekend.
All weekend long.
And then old Jimmy Norton wanted to do the same exact thing, but it was going to cost him $1,000. I laughed all night. I'm sorry. I actually lost sleep over this whole thing yesterday.
It really was pressing on my mind also, Jimmy. I just couldn't get it out of my head. I felt very bad.
There were a couple times I just woke up in the middle of the night and just started giggling to myself. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Like, I could not believe what happened to you yesterday.
Watching TV, you just, $1,000.
Yeah. Free for you, but not for you.
Free.
Anyway, so how's everyone today?
Very good.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Little, a little sleepy. Stay up to watch that goddamn show, The Swan.
I know, you're hooked on that.
They got me. They got me. And they do the show. It could be done in 5 minutes, but they stretch it out for an hour. And, 10 o'clock is past my beddy-bye time. And I got to stay up because that's the big reveal. And I could care less about the rest of the show. I want to see the before picture and then the after picture. That's it. They stretch it out every time they come back from commercial. Let's review what they look like before. And they got to show everything you just saw. They recap what you saw 5 minutes ago. And last night was pretty good, though.
I saw the coming attractions, and one girl had a shave or something.
Oh, classic.
She's a shaver.
They had a girl that they described having a very masculine body and face. And she was an outcast, a social outcast, never made friends. She said she wanted to be invisible. She did not want to be around people. And then they show her in the bathroom, and they told her, look, we're taping the show in a couple of weeks. Don't shave. Now, you might think you tell a woman that, don't shave your legs, your armpits. No, your chin. She had a beard. She had, like, two sides just on her chin, two puffs of hair, two tufts of very coarse male beard hair that was growing out of her chin.
And you're right. The producer said, just
they told
for TV's sake, let it grow in. Because I guarantee if a girl has that kind of problem, she's shaving literally 2-3 times a day.
She said she shaves every morning, and then I don't know whether she shaves throughout the day or anything. But the way this hair was, they obviously told her not to shave for quite a while because she had hair just growing like a billy goat.
So you and I, as we watch from home, we could feel that much more sorry for her.
Right.
Or in my case, laugh that much harder.
Well, that's what it is. I was laughing hysterical.
Yeah, but there's rubes out there, in the red states. Let's just call it the Midwest.
Oh, that poor girl.
Look at her.
That's just like my sister. She got the same thing.
They showed her, shaving, and then they hooked her up pretty good. I was going to say, because in the past I've seen the show and they have the girls with the masculine bodies and faces. They always wind up looking like trannies when they're finished.
Yeah.
They get in front of the mirror. I'm beautiful. Oh, thank you, doctors. And the doctors are, pretty awful. But she ended up being pretty good.
Yeah.
Wasn't that bad. And then she won, so she's going on to the big pageant.
Whatever that means.
Well, then they get all the winners, because they do 2 people per week.
I love made-up TV. What the hell is the pageant?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I guess the pageant is the one that is had the best reveal or something throughout the season.
They do 2 girls per show. And then at the end of the show, like, it isn't bad enough they've been slobs their whole life and then finally get to look halfway decent. Then they need one more bit of rejection. At the end of the show, they only pick one of them as the more beautiful one to go on to the pageant.
Yeah.
And they have one more girl to pick next week, and then they go on to the pageant where all the winners from the other weeks compete against each other.
Yeah, well, and these girls, they lose weight. They work on They work on their brains, right? Their head.
Please. They have a therapist sit down and try to get their mental health.
And then they got the plastic surgeons that nip and tuck and do what they have to make them look
lipo,
beautiful.
Tucks,
here's the deal. Here's the other thing they do. They get the best makeup artists probably in Hollywood, the best hair people in Hollywood. They give them the best gowns for their reveal when they pull back that curtain and they're looking into that mirror and they start crying and saying how beautiful they now look. What I want to see is 2 weeks later when they're back home in their stupid little towns in the middle of nowhere, like Omaha or something.
Yeah.
And they don't have those dresses anymore. They don't have the makeup artists. And I think you were saying now they're getting their makeup done at the local
the local Walmart
or something. And
I want my makeup done like I had it done on the Swan show.
Well,
we could do that for you.
Yeah, honey, we're gonna make you look beautiful.
Looks like one of those truck stop waitresses when they're done.
Yeah, they're at the local beauty parlor.
Well, girl, you need the beehive hairdo.
Right, showing the picture of how they looked only a couple weeks ago on the TV show.
You want to look just like Helen, don't you? Big beehive hairdo and 60s makeup.
Yeah, they do. They have the best of everything there to work with. Their gowns are best suited for their bodies. So sometimes if they still got a big ass, these clothiers know what to put them in to make them look halfway decent, like they don't have a big caboose. And then they get home, oops. But it is kind of cool to watch when they bring the husband in, and they haven't seen him in weeks and weeks and weeks. They got a couple of months, actually. And the husband's just like, oh, my God, I'm going to be banging a completely different girl. And they're all thrilled to death about it.
This rocks. I'm banging a completely different girl, and I'm not cheating.
Baby, could you just shut up when we have sex? Because I don't want any inkling of the old you.
That's great. Let's go to Josh in Utah. What's up, Josh?
Hey, I just wanted to check in with you guys. Well, if you guys haven't heard you before out here in Utah, I'm just glad to hear you on the air.
Okay.
And just wanted to say fuck you to Ant for getting me hooked on this goddamn show.
Isn't that awful?
Yeah.
I hate it. I got to see the end. I got to know who's going on to the pageant. Oh, faggot.
All right. And you were gonna say that the hairy chin girl turned out to be hot?
Oh, yeah, that chick you got to admit, that chick was pretty fucking hot at the end.
When they flung those doors open and she walked through, I was amazed. I think she's going to do very well in the pageant because she really looked like a dude.
Yeah.
She looked like she was a big-boned, very tall, gorky looking, and she had that manly-like face. There was nothing sexual about her, nothing ladylike about her at all. And then all of a sudden she walked through after they were done, and she looked like a hot chick. You know, it wasn't like she was a big girl anymore. It was like she was tall in a hot way. But it's so funny. She still had that complete lack of confidence on her face and in her walk. So here's this really hot chick walking in these heels like she's still the big, dorky, ugly chick. Pretty cool. She's just going to be a slut because she's gone so long with guys not even giving her the time of day with her hairy chin and big boned body. So she's just going to go out and guys are going to be throwing themselves at her, and she's just going to, open for business, that vag.
Nice.
Ready to rock.
What is more enraging on a woman than a hairy chin? It just makes me angry.
Oh, God, it just has to piss them off at God and everything. Just everything.
Every kiss, you feel it. You
just God. The whiskers. It's something to
We're
stare
not talking
at.
about your date last night.
Oh.
I didn't have a date last night.
I know. You do the training thing. I just thought that maybe something happened. I don't know. I was just fishing a little bit.
You stare at it when you see it in the supermarket or something. You go shopping, and there it is, the bearded woman, and you gotta look.
Not only this is the one thing I don't understand. You just brought up a memory. The women, they're usually a little older than middle age, and they got the mole.
Yeah.
Whatever. You can't do anything with the moles usually, right? But they got the hair growing out of them.
Yeah.
Can't you just chop that hair off?
Flip it.
Or what? Or does that cause cancer or something?
No.
Why don't people chop the hair off their moles?
Because they're lazy and don't think about it, I guess.
It's not just a little. I mean, sometimes it's like...
Oh, I know.
It's popping way out.
Just
and you're like, what are you doing? Don't you notice that?
Well, that goes also hand in hand with men who give up on things like eyebrows, nose, and ear. When you get older, that stuff happens. You start getting hair popping out of your head. Keep it under control. You see these guys, looks like a party favor flying out of their nose. They got those eyebrows that, there comes a point in your life where I guess your eyebrow hairs start getting a little longer than the rest of them. How about taming it down? You got those big caterpillars on your head, and then just the big coming out of guys' ears?
Yeah.
What is it? Do you not see that?
What the? What? You?
Who the? What the fuck? What? Who the? You got big hair coming out of your ears.
Remember the dude in Huntington that ran the rock club?
He had black Frank Cariola.
He had black peat moss on his earlobes.
Frank Cariola ran the Roxy in Huntington.
He had
the Rock
so
Club.
much black hair on his earlobes, it looked like peat moss.
It was like his earlobes were dirty. It looked like they were filthy. And then you get close and realize it's, peat moss. Black peat moss is growing out of his ears and on his earlobes. And guys just give up.
Yeah.
They give up. Like women also. They give up. They reach a certain age. They cut all their hair off. So they have that manly hairdo. That's, it's so easy to care for. Yeah, and you completely have given up any femininity in your life whatsoever. And the guy has to, sit there and he looks at his wife and goes, she's decided to become a man. Why am I going to clip my ear hair or my nose hair or my eyebrows? And they just walk around the supermarket and they're out to restaurants. So we, the people that still try and keep those things in check, can just gawk at them.
There you have it. Let's say hi to Jim in Boston. What's up, Jim?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Glad to hear you on the radio. I was a big fan back in the AAF days. My friend Tom Menino wanted me to let you know he's starting a petition to get this free week off the air in the shitty box.
I think it's an awful thing to have on the airwaves.
Yeah, when we did the mayor's prank in Boston, Mayor Menino was convinced that our careers were completely done.
Oh. And when he went, it's
so,
can
yeah,
day.
How'd that turn out for him?
I'm sure he's not happy that we're in Boston for the third time now. This is our third shot at getting a Boston radio audience.
Yeah.
What?
I'm trying to convince myself to spend the extra $2. And, all right, go for it. So I'm going to listen to you this week. I'm going to give you a call back on Friday and give you a yay or a nay.
Oh.
I still got your CD from Boston.
Hey, Jim, don't bother. I'm not kissing your ass. You either want to listen to us or you don't. I don't really care.
How the program's changed.
You should see
Have you evolved, or is it just, hey, I got this show?
Jim, I'll save you a lot of time and effort. It's the same old shit. All right?
The same old shit was good. That's what I want to find out.
Then pay the lousy $2 and shut up. Jesus.
Who?
I'm getting email from people like, well, why don't you tell me why I should spend $2 on your radio program?
Why?
I'm not kissing anyone's ass. You listen this week. If you like what you're hearing, great. If not, oh well, there's a ton of other things you can listen to.
There's a month of this program's cheaper than a gallon of gas, you cheapo.
$2 lousy
$2.
$2 freaking dollars. Yeah, I mean, we were promoting the fact that we're doing a free play week.
We're going to be assessed by him in Boston.
Nah, he's actually a cool guy.
He's a dick.
We did a lot of interviews on the other channels yesterday.
Oh, my God, we did.
That was a lot of fun. I was half asleep for most of them, but...
I know. I get the phone call from Straley that we're doing these interviews. I'm like, oh, God, I completely forgot.
Yeah, he reminded me, too.
Most of them were done with the phone tucked on my ear and between my ear and shoulder. And you could probably hear in some of the interviews me battling some bad guys as I was playing video games as we were doing the interviews. I'm a very busy man.
But it's just so funny. They're making a huge deal out of this, and I guess it's a deal, sort of.
Oh, yeah, you're saving in the tens of cents.
I mean, what it comes down to, this show only costs $2 a month.
Yeah, so it's hard to make it sound like a big thing to give away any of it free.
Because the people that are listening to us now, except for the ones that are bootlegging the show illegally on the internet, you bastards.
Yeah.
We hate you all.
Uh-huh.
But the people we're talking to, they already have XM radios.
Yep.
So now they're deciding if they want to spend an extra $2 a month, a lousy $2 a month.
Yeah.
And and XM wants us to pretty much shill ourselves and beg people to listen to our radio program for a lousy $2. I could see if it was like $20 a month or something.
Do you realize that XM, with us added, $2 extra a month, is still cheaper than the other company?
The little doggy company?
Still cheaper.
Yeah, but you're listening to the Opie and Anthony Free Play all week long on XM 202. To continue to receive the channel, you'll need to add Opie and Anthony to your XM account. Call 1-800-XM-RADIO, or you can subscribe online, Anthony.
Ooh.
And best of all, I can't believe this is a copy point.
Best of all.
And I asked about this. They're like, no, we're dead serious. We're very excited about this copy point. So I better read it.
Better.
Best of all, if you order this week, you'll get Opie and Anthony for the remainder of 2004 at no additional charge.
Oh, my God. That is unbelievable.
Hurry, this special deal ends this Sunday, the 12th.
If you were reading that in February or March,
right,
that'd be pretty cool.
Sure.
I would say.
Well, if you wait to the 12th, it's a little more than 2 weeks left in the year, so you will save You ready for this? We need a drum roll. $1.15.
Right. $1.15?
Pretty much, something like that.
For 2 weeks?
That deal stinks.
No, it's a little more than 2 weeks.
Oh, a little more than 2 weeks. Nice.
Even if it was from February, you're still saving, like, what, $22?
Yeah, it's really not that much, but at least it would be like, wow, it's substantial. It's something.
Yeah.
Something other than pocket change.
Is this really our old pal Tyson Walters?
This is really he.
Hey, what's up, Tyson?
Hey, Tyson.
Not much. How you doing?
What are you doing up?
I just walked into my house from the game last night. We were up in Seattle and the plane just got in.
Did you play?
Just a little bit on special teams last night, so.
Yeah, Tyson plays center for the Cowboys. He's a really good friend of ours.
Can I tell you what I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
What a bad fan I am. I was watching the game, and I was so angry that I was afraid I wasn't gonna be able to sleep. So I shut the game off after. I think you guys were down by 10. I turned it off. It was like 2 minutes left. I'm like, I gotta finish writing and go to bed and be in a nice calm mood. What a bandwagon scumbag I am, and I deserve it.
Awful.
You know what, Norton? I want you to start doing that for every game, because didn't you do the same thing when we played up in New York Monday night last year and we won?
No, when they had a big comeback, it was like 15 seconds left or whatever, and I'm like, hey man, let's just beat traffic, and Florentine's like, no, come on man, let's just stay, and that was when they came back and beat the Giants. But yeah, my decision making stinks. Congratulations, though. It was great last night. Great win.
Were you one of those guys, Jimmy, that were like, the damn Mets, they're not going to beat the Sox in '86? Were you that guy shutting the TV off and missing the whole thing?
Oh, I don't remember. I'm not a Met fan, though, so I would...
Pretty much everyone turned off the TV. All the people that claim that they saw the ball go through
on the
Buckner's
replays.
Legs, they're lying. Absolutely lying. Tyson, you know I hate the Cowboys, but I watch just to watch my pal Tyson Walters play. And I'll always point you out to people that are in my house, like, dude, there he is, my friend from Dallas.
Yeah, hopefully I'm not getting
I'm so pathetic. I'm like, I know someone in the NFL.
How happy was Parcells last night?
Oh, he was really happy. I mean, he was saying it was one of the best games that he's ever seen, and there was this, strange circumstance winning that game. So
how miserable is he, though? He's miserable, isn't he?
Well, he's not happy that we haven't had a better season, so...
He doesn't like being involved with teams that aren't Super Bowl bound.
Yeah, he is
very angry.
Yeah, I predict that he'll resign within a week or two, because he's like, all right, this isn't going anywhere. I'm going to find my new team.
Well,
this guy has no dedication. I know you're not going to say it, but...
No, Coach Parcells has dedication. I can't let you do it.
Don't worry, dude. I know what you have to say. It's me.
You're trying to get me fired, aren't you?
No, really. It's me, Opie, saying that you're going to be losing your coach within a week or two because he can't be bothered. No. He needs to find that next Super Bowl team. That's what he's about.
He is about winning, but he puts in his hours, so.
Yeah.
Nice 5-7 now. I think they're on a roll. They're mathematically not out of it, because the NFC is having a rough year. So
I got to thank Tyson Walters personally. I went down to Dallas with Norton. He was doing some comedy gigs when we were on hiatus, so I followed Norton around the country a little bit here and there. I went to some of the cooler cities, and I went and played golf with Tyson Walters at the Dallas Cowboys golf course. You got to explain the Dallas Cowboys golf course. I've never seen anything like this in my life. And I got to meet Bill Parcells. We're on the driving range just kind of hitting balls, getting ready for our tee time, and all of a sudden Tyson goes, I think that's Coach. Doesn't even call him Bill or Mr. Parcells. There's Coach. And then we take the golf cart over there, and we had a little chit-chat with Bill Parcells.
Yeah,
yeah, it was nice. Huh?
We had to say hi. It was January. We were able to play golf, and the Cowboys course is a whole entertainment experience, as Jerry would like to say, Mr. Jones, I should say. And
Jerry Jones, he just built a golf course for pretty much the organization.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty
nice.
He's
got the Super Bowl trophies there, and he puts on the whole show. So.
You think he could buy XM?
He might be able to. We can talk it out and see what he has to say.
But everything is Dallas Cowboys, logos everywhere. It's all blue and silver, what have you.
Did you play with cowboy balls, Opie?
They have them on the range.
I'm sure they do.
There's a cowboy logo on everything. And then you know how like you get to the midway, shack to eat some hot dogs and stuff?
Yeah.
It's like Dallas Cowboy cheerleader rejects. they're still really hot, but they weren't hot enough to make like the cheerleading squad. So they're
You'd
like
be good for the golf course.
Yeah, so they're like serving like hot dogs and stuff to you at the halfway house.
You'll get nothing and like it.
But it was unbelievable. We had a great time that day, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we had a blast, man. It's a good time.
And Tyson could hit the golf ball. I've played golf off and on my whole life.
Yeah.
This guy, you got to see how far he could hit.
Crushes it.
Freaking golf ball. It's scary.
I've got some girth behind it.
300-yard drives, no problem from this guy. Over and over again, no problem. So, but that was a blast. And then the pro shop, it's just cowboy stuff everywhere, you know.
Jerseys and stuff, right?
Oh yeah,
at reasonable prices, I imagine.
Of course. Well, I get 40% discount, so.
Box of 12 balls. That'll be $8,000.
I actually spent. I bought about 15 balls. I spent, I think, $90 on them once.
Isn't that great?
Is that a lot? I don't play golf.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
That's right.
Yeah.
Golf stuff is always expensive. If you buy it in the pro shop too, you're ridiculous. You're pulling out that credit card and spending a lot of money.
Yeah. Everything good with you?
Yeah, everything's good.
How was the flight from Seattle?
Long.
Yeah. What do you guys do on the flight?
Watch movies.
And sleep, probably, right?
Yeah, a lot of guys sleep, but a lot of guys still have problems sleeping. Like you just finished the game, so you got some adrenaline going. So.
Yeah. And you can't fit in those seats.
Not too well.
Are you sitting in coach seats on a plane?
Yeah.
Oh man, imagine being a football.
Wait, you guys don't have your own plane?
No, because we only use it like during regular season.
That's right. It wouldn't be economical.
So, do you guys have the whole plane though, or you have to like fly back with business guys and stuff?
No. It's a charter, and we take like all the local press and even some of the national ones that are in town, and the whole team and support staff. It's a production.
So do they reconfigure the seats for you guys, like at least take out some rows so you have more leg room?
No, there still isn't a ton of leg room. But the best thing that they do is they put two guys in a row of three, so that's our luxury.
So you get that middle seat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is awful.
Yeah, that would have been stuck between like Larry Allen and Eric Williams in 1994. That'd probably be a very unpleasant cross-country flight.
I imagine it would smell good, too.
Good point. Hey, when do you guys come back to this area, or you're not this year?
No, we're going to be up there. We actually finished our regular season out January 2nd on Sunday night game. So I'll be up in town and, looking forward to seeing you guys.
Will you be able to stop in here at all?
It depends. I'm hoping to stay in town after the game, assuming our regular season or our season's over and we don't go to the playoffs. I'd like to stay in town, but we'll see how that works out.
You guys really think you might go to the playoffs?
If you really look at the tiebreakers and how it all is panning out, if we, win 3 of the last 4, it looks like there's a good chance.
All right.
Yeah, it's very possible. The NFC, man. Wasn't Seattle in contention too? Now they're like 7-6.
Yeah, Seattle was in contention, but then they lost to us, and they're tied now with St. Louis, and St. Louis owns the tie break, so they're pretty much out of it. And things have been falling our way, so we just have to do our deal.
All right. Well, Tyson, thanks a lot. This was a nice surprise.
Well, just trying to wake you up and make you a little happier.
You got the XM yet or no?
Oh, hell yeah, I do, man. I've got the little boombox thing. I've got the thing to plug into my entertainment center, and I just got a new car and got to put it in there. So.
All right, cool. All right, don't be a stranger, all right?
All right, man.
Cool. Our buddy Tyson Walters from the Dallas Cowboys.
Peace.
There he goes. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he really is.
Look at that little celebrity call-in like that.
Well, just our buddy in the NFL. It happens.
We're on our way.
He's just he's as big as that whole doorway.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
Absolutely huge. We're down at where were we in Dallas? At that club there, the
it's right near the Improv.
Where?
It's near the Improv, right? Is that the one that's connected to the same little area as the Improv? I don't remember.
No, where did you perform down there?
Oh, the Improv.
Yeah, the Improv.
Okay, I think you meant the little club we went to.
And he comes walking up to Norton and I. He can't believe that he's meeting us because when he was playing college football, I think in
Ohio,
Columbus, I think, right?
Cleveland or Columbus?
Columbus, I think.
Ohio.
Whatever, yeah. He would listen to us on, I think it was the Big Wazoo when we were syndicated up there.
The Big Wazoo.
And he became a huge fan, and then he makes it into the NFL.
Wow.
And he goes to see Norton with a bunch of the Cowboys, and they all come up to us after the show, these massive guys. And we thought we were going to get killed or something. Yeah, and they're like, no, man, we're huge fans. We can't believe you guys are down in Dallas. And we hit it off, and we've all been friends since. So.
Hey, before you really start feeling good about yourself, Jimmy, about, hey, NFL guy calling up, good friend, Bobby De Niro. Okay,
I saw the picture.
I just want to, like, needle you a little more with that one.
There's a picture of Mr. De Niro. He looks so handsome, too, with Grace Hightower in the paper from the event I saw.
Had no problem having that picture snapped, did he?
Well, I think, they're probably married.
I mean the one for the paper. You know, any picture.
No, Bobby D didn't seem to mind that one.
No, as long as it's going to be in the paper and not on Jimmy Norton's wall.
Yeah.
Wall of Fame.
That one hurt.
All right, and why don't we step aside? On the way, we got Larry King talking to Motley Crüe. We got a couple clips. It's really funny. Really funny.
Tool.
And is the guy here that's going to do the Voss thing for the MiFi?
Oh, that's today.
We've been asking you guys, what would you do for MiFi? It's still not too late. You could just send an email through foundrymusic.com or opieandanthony.com, and we'll pick the best ones, and we'll give away some more MiFis before Christmas.
Sure.
A guy's coming in today to smell behind Voss's ear.
Oh, not just that. He's going to have Voss rub his behind his ear, and then he's going to sniff it.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's going to suck on the finger. After smelling the rancid whatever that is behind his ear, he's going to suckle on the finger. And then the showstopper, he's going to eat one of Voss's disgusting boogers.
Too early for that, but
much.
Nothing. You look like Damien from The Omen in that sweater.
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is good, Jimmy. He
I don't even know what that
does.
is.
Not that it matters, but none of us know how to dress around here. It's just, every day it's just funny to see what everyone's wearing, because I think we all get dressed at like 3:30 in the morning. But oh, look at you, all stylish.
I have my clothes put out for me.
That's why you look all right.
Yeah, my girlfriend puts my clothes out for me at night, which is really a time saver in the morning.
You could see who still has a girl in their life.
Yeah.
Look around the room and figure out who still has a girl in their life.
Damien.
Ben's tight sweater doesn't even hit his belt. It's like a sweater dickie.
Oh, God. You just take it right off from the front.
And you look very good.
Oh,
all coordinated. The colors all look right.
Oh, I know. When I dress myself, I'm just a mess. Plaid and stripes? Sure.
Sure, why not?
Sure, that goes.
All right, so we got Larry King on the way. Also, the Voss ear goo thing for the MiFi. And, the racist music. Oh, my God.
What a toe tapper some of these songs
I got to tell you, I was planning on hating this music and getting pissed off. But
hate music, that's why.
But I see it as more comedy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of comedy in these songs.
It is hate-filled, though.
It's definitely hate-filled.
But the bad part of it is, the bad or good for them, is that they're catchy tunes. It's like they're catchy little rock tunes that have kind of a funny edge to them, but the lyrics are completely hateful and racist.
Yeah. So we'll get into that in a little while. I think we're going to get the owner of the record label on the show, too. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about football, so we got a little prank call we did to Green Bay.
Oh, I remember this
when
one.
the Packers were going to the Super Bowl, remember?
Go, Pack, go.
And we called the funeral home, and this is what happened.
Hello?
Yes, may I help you?
Okay, my name's Artie Milo,
Uh-huh.
and my father recently passed away.
Did your dad pass away, did you say?
Yes, he did.
When was that?
I don't know, 2-3 days ago.
Okay.
Now, he wanted to watch the Super Bowl with his family,
Uh-huh.
and we just want to know if there's a way you can come over and, temporarily, prop him up in the big chair. So when the family comes over, he'll be okay until after the Super Bowl, and then we'll bury him.
No, we can't do that, Mr. Milo.
Oh, it was his one dream to watch the Packers in the Super Bowl, and we already painted his face green and gold.
No, but it would be... You mean not get him until then?
Yeah, well, you could come over and maybe, pump him with whatever you do and, preserve him until after the bowl.
No, I'm afraid we just can't do it.
Why? It was his dream, to watch the Packers in the bowl.
Uh-huh.
And we've been holding on to him for a couple of days now. He's been in the barn, but, the coyotes have been a-nipping, and I don't think he's going to make it till Sunday.
Now, he died. Who knows that he has died?
Hopefully, no one. But we just want you to come over and, prop him up in the chair and maybe open up his hand and so we could put a beer in there.
And we can't do that. We can't embalm anybody.
Embalm, that's the word.
And once they're embalmed, they can't be in a sitting position. It just kind of.
Well, he's been in a sitting position now and he's getting kind of hard. But if you could maybe do something and then lay him down later.
No, I'm afraid
we'd even
can't.
be up to, if you got to break something, it's okay. No,
we don't do that.
It was his one lifetime dream. You see the pack in the bowl with his family, and we got the big screen TV and the chair for him, and he went up and died.
We will not do that.
Oh.
If your dad has died, and if you really have not notified anybody, you do have to do that. So you have to have the medical examiner's approval to take him away.
Okay, look, what if we put the coffin in the house and put the TV on the coffin? That way he'll be with the family. Is there a law or something?
No, if he was embalmed and if he was, able, like if there's no problem as far as preserving him.
Right. And could you put like a pack banner in his hand? Because it was his dream to see the packs in the bowl.
We could probably do that.
You could put a pack. Well, that's okay.
I don't know if we could have a visitation, in the house, depending on how well preserved he was, and if we could get a casket into the house. But once he's embalmed, he is laying down.
Right. Okay. Do you think that's like degrading if we put the cheesehead hat on him?
Do you want me to call the medical examiner for you?
Oh no, that might not be a good idea. Then we'd have to try to explain where his feet went.
Bye.
Let's do it!
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Just a kiss on the lips, and I was on my knees. I waited, give me a good hot bitch. She was shaking her hips, so that was all that I need. I hate this place. Nothing works here. The medications don't work. I've been here for 7 years. Shut up! Nothing works here. I hate this place. Shut up! Nothing works here. The medications don't work. Shut the fuck I hate this place. Nothing works here. The medications don't work.
Here, check it out, the Opie and Anthony Show. The O&A virus spreading across America. We're going to be giving away another MiFi within the hour. Just waiting for Rich Voss to show up. Our contestant is here somewhere, right? We saw him outside hanging out earlier this morning.
Jim saw him out on the street, didn't you? Well, I was walking in the building in the morning. He was there in the front door.
All right, and also I think next Friday we're going to do the eggnog contest.
Oh, we're doing that.
Yeah, we got to do the eggnog contest for another MiFi. We're going to get, I don't know, how many people should we get, like 10?
10's a nice even number.
10's a nice number, right?
Ugh.
10 people to drink, I think, like a double shot of eggnog every minute until they either puke or have to take a leak.
Wow.
Last man standing wins the MiFi.
That's a toughie.
Every minute. Oh, the first few will go down easy.
Like, this is easy.
Oh, this is nothing. When
in the bag.
When does the competition begin?
Ha ha ha, everyone will chuckle.
10, 15 minutes go by. All of a sudden it's just going to be gurgling in your stomach.
Big garbage pail. I can just picture it now.
It's going to be an awful mess.
Oh, projectile vomiting of eggnog.
Why not?
What could be more Christmassy?
What's wrong?
The whole country is just, can we stop with the FCC? Can we stop?
Yeah.
The guy called Mexicans wetbacks. I'm sorry to interrupt. He called Mexicans wetbacks and he's off the air. I hate it.
Well, that's not the FCC. That's the paranoia
I know. You're right.
at the radio stations, where the managers have no tolerance anymore.
But it's the same. It's the reason that management is cracking down so much in regular radio is because of the FCC. So they fire you for saying these offensive, what they deem offensive things because of the FCC. Even if it has nothing to do with FCC violation, you should be able to say wetback. You should be able to say whatever you want. Is it offensive? Of course it is. People be offended by it? Yes, they will. Is it against FCC rules? No. You should be able to say that. It's a freedom of speech issue.
Sure.
No one wants to hear it. They shouldn't listen. If they're offended by it, sorry, change the station.
I'm glad all this stuff is happening because, the FCC and all these wimpy managers that are running all these radio stations across America, they're just drawing the attention towards satellite radio.
Yep.
Proving that you and I were correct by choosing to go to XM satellite radio, Anthony. We could have went back to commercial radio, but why would we do that? If we do go back there, it'll be under our terms.
The Wild West. That's where we are now. Something related to that, Jimmy. Did you know that, what's his name, Michael Powell, was saying that indecency...
What?
He was saying indecency...
So what did the... have to say?
Said the number of indecency complaints soared dramatically to more than 240,000. The figure is up from roughly 14,000 in 2002. How about that? Doesn't that sound huge?
Yeah, a lot.
What Powell did not reveal, apparently because he was unaware, was the source of the complaints. According to a new FCC statement, nearly all indecency complaints in 2003, nearly all, as a matter of fact, 99.8%, that's statistically all.
Yep.
Indecency complaints were filed by the Parents Television Council. One activist group filed 99.8% of all FCC complaints. It's not an outcry that people want decency in this country. Yep. There's not this huge morality sweeping the nation that all of a sudden the FCC complaints went up because the American people have decided they are tired of it. They don't want to hear this nonsense on this. It's one group of people that obviously have an agenda. It's a religious agenda. It's a political agenda. It's a morality agenda that they have, and they want the rest of this country to think and listen to stuff like they listen to. And they want them to think like they think. One group. This should be illegal.
Repugnant.
They should be charged with something because of this.
Yeah, harassment.
Harassment.
And I bet you a lot of them never even heard the broadcast. They get a mass email to every other pukey parent member, and they just forward it to the FCC.
Of course
that's what happens.
And that 99.8% of all complaints in 2003, 2004, they're on track to have filed 99.9% of all complaints this year, when this year finishes out. 99.9. That is all. I'm sorry, 99.9 is every complaint that comes into the FCC comes from one group.
That's true. If you bang 99.9% of the girls in your town, you're doing pretty well.
You did every girl in your town. You could say that and not be held... And
the 1/10 could just be that little twerp with the short arms going...
I could call back to yesterday.
And why isn't this making huge news?
It really should be huge news today.
Because when everybody was saying it was the entire country finally standing up against these shock jocks and this filthy mouthed radio and television, it's been revealed that it isn't the American people.
The reality is the average person doesn't really care.
They don't care. They're entertained by this, or they're not.
They don't care enough to sit down and write a letter to the FCC about something they were offended by. They just don't. Right. They're too busy living their lives and making a living and feeding their kids and paying the bills. They don't care.
And if it offends them, it doesn't matter to them so much that they now feel that the rest of the people that do enjoy it have to have it taken away from them.
They suffer.
You know what they do? They change the station, just like everyone says they should. Change the station. But this one group who filed every complaint that went into the FCC, they have an agenda. They have an agenda.
But then the owners and the managers of all the radio stations,
they buy the crap that was fed to them that it's the American people.
Yeah, they fold like cheap tents and they fire their DJs and change formats,
Yeah.
They get all paranoid. But, well, it's time for them to stand up to these, to this one group.
To this group.
To this one group.
Unbelievable.
Regular radio is so done.
Oh, it's done.
We knew it. We knew it, and most people will know it in another, 6 to 8 months.
They ran pissing their pants away from the Parents Television Council. That's what they did. They ran with their tail between their legs from one group. Pussies in regular radio. What a bunch of faggots. Just run away. Change formats, fire people, grovel, kiss the ass of these congressional hearings because of one group. You're a bunch of pussies. You deserve to have no talent left on any of your stations when they all leave to go to satellite radio.
Do we have the audio of the senators talking about you and I down there in Washington?
Oh, that was a fun one. That witch from New Mexico. Oh,
do you want that cried?
Starts crying, talking about how her kid had to watch the Super Bowl boobing. The kid didn't even see it. No one saw it. thing flashed out so quick, and then they made it sound like everyone was freaked out by it, and the public was outraged, and the children were harmed. Bullshit. None of that happened. No one saw it the first time around.
Nope.
I was watching the TV when it happened, and I didn't know what I saw. I looked and said, what was that? Was that a boob? Was it a pasty? Was it a fake boob? No one knew until they showed it 8,000 times and told you how damaging it was going to be.
In slow motion.
In slow motion, yeah.
And showing the stills. And
watching that boob go.
The only kids that were negatively affected by that were ones that were watching it at her brother's ranch.
Yeah, there you go. Need a mouth swab?
All right, well, there you go.
There you go.
There you have
Regular radio.
Larry,
run away. Run away.
Larry, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Jack Fox from the D.C. area.
What's up?
Hi, Larry.
Hey, well, my thing is this. I'm 24. I've been hearing, the N-word jokingly used on the radio my entire life, and now people are complaining.
Hold on, let's slow down. You hear that word used in your own communities by your own brothers jokingly.
Yeah, exactly. So what's the big deal?
There's no power left in that word either way because of how you guys...
Well, there is a
He's saying why is wetbacks all of a sudden a problem?
No.
When guys have been joking and saying
I see what
nigger
you're
for
saying.
years.
Okay,
It's like
okay.
if we hear that, why is wetbacks all of a sudden getting people yanked off the air?
No, it's just this one stupid radio station. It's all
Wetback,
paranoid that their DJ, who probably sucked to begin with, and that's why they really got rid of him, said wetback, and they're like, "Whoa, we can't have that," and they fired him.
They freak out.
I don't think it's sweeping the nation that all of a sudden people are completely outraged because DJs are saying wetback. It's just this one isolated incident.
It's never sweeping the nation.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I hate when people point out that the American public are tired of this. And they always try to rally the American public and try to make people believe that it's a much bigger cause than it is. The American people are outraged. No, they are not. The American people are working. They're raising their children. They're not outraged. They know better. The majority of these people in this country know that if they hear something they don't enjoy, they turn it off. They don't write letters. They don't try to have it removed because they are offended by it. It's small groups that have to use the American people because no one would pay attention to them if they knew it was a small group.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we can all agree that the general media is pretty garbage. Hey, Jimmy Norton, you suck, man. Mad props.
All right.
Thanks, Larry.
All right, there goes the... Thanks, Larry.
Okay.
Larry. Speaking of Larry... Time for Larry King. I wish I could do a Larry King impression, but I can't.
All you gotta do is sound miserable. Garlic. I use garlic, and you should too. I shill for this.
Des Moines, you're on the air.
Welch's grape juice. It's got antioxidants.
What?
Well,
Larry, what an irrelevant person. Unless he's interviewing somebody that's 80 years old on his show, he has not a clue what he's talking about. And who do they plop in front of him?
Motley Crüe.
Motley Crüe?
I guess Motley Crue's getting back together.
Yes.
Big reunion tour coming up.
Why wouldn't you have, I don't know, anybody else than Larry King doing this interview, introducing Motley Crüe? The Motley Crüe?
The Motley Crüe.
As Larry likes to call him?
No, he didn't. He
called
them the Motley Crüe?
The Motley
did.
Crüe. And then he doesn't even know who he's talking to half the time. And
he doesn't know the members. He is awful for this. Why wouldn't you have, what's his name? Who's the older rock guy from MTV?
Oh, somebody hipper, like the Parents Television Council?
Yeah, there you go.
Kurt Loder.
Kurt Loder.
Yeah,
Kurt Loder.
What a bore he is.
I know, but at least he would know the band. If you're Motley Crüe and you're saying, hey, let's get an old guy to do this.
Know what's going on? All these news organizations are trying to become a little younger and a little hipper. They really are.
Larry King?
Well, I'm not saying Larry King is going to get the job done, but you go back 10 years, CNN's not interviewing Motley Crüe is what I'm saying.
No.
You know?
No.
So all of a sudden to Larry King, look, we're gonna throw you in front of Motley Crüe here.
You think it has to do with like Brian Williams coming in,
Yeah.
the Brokaw, and they're really trying to young up the news organization?
Brian Williams had Bob Costas on the other day, and all of a sudden they're doing a little interview. I'm like, this is not the news I'm used to watching all these years.
Well, they were saying Brian Williams now is a very funny guy from what the news is printing. He's very funny.
We wouldn't know because he blew us off.
I know.
The
He blew us our show.
Pussy. Scheduling conflict. We're going to have to reschedule the Brian Williams interview with you guys.
Yeah, the conflict was he was scheduled to be on this show.
Right. What's the problem with coming on our radio show?
Well, let me play devil's advocate.
Oh.
This guy's stepping in to be Brokaw's replacement. He's got a certain thing, and he doesn't know. He just knows what he hears. Anal sex? Where? All right, we'll call him tomorrow. That's all it is.
When you put it that way.
All right, well, thanks, Norton.
When you put it that way, I'm leaving.
Anthony Michael Hall blew us off. Why wouldn't...
that's right.
That's right. Anthony Michael Hall couldn't be bothered with this program.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're right. I guess you're right.
Oh, I always do that too. Like if we just got bananas delivered, and what you do is you go ring ring, and you pick the banana up, and you pretend you're talking to it. Girls love it. They do. The girls laugh.
Of course they do.
John in the tunnel. What's up?
I just wanted to be left on hold
Why?
so I could hear the show while I'm in the tunnel.
Oh, he's in the tunnel.
Oh, nice.
Now this is a good fan.
Certainly is.
And watch how bad of a host I am.
Oh, you're hanging up on.
Don't do that.
No, you can't hang. What a dick.
No, don't do. His only lifeline to the outside world from inside a traffic-filled...
You sounded like Pesci right before you got shot.
no.
We have great listeners and awful hosts. We're just awful. We just don't treat our listeners right.
Poor fella.
He's in traffic. He wants to hear the show.
Right, he wants to hear the show.
Well, the signal, the only place you can't get it, I guess, is in the tunnel. So he was smart enough to call and have us, place him on hold, and there you go.
They got to get what they're called the repeaters in the tunnels.
They got those repeaters all over the place.
Yeah, but they're not.
They
in the
just
tunnels.
haven't figured that part out yet.
You got to get them in the tunnel, so when you're stuck in traffic in the Midtown Tunnel or something here in New York, you could still enjoy the program.
Yes. All right. So Larry King interviewed Motley Crüe.
The Motley Crüe.
And we quickly got like 4 clips together.
You guys are groovy. Is that the right lingo? Hey, 23 skidoo with the Motley Crüe.
It's
you tool.
The first one I think is the most. I guess this one's kind of. There's not much to it.
There's not much to it.
It's the setup though, and then we got 3 that are pretty funny.
You know what it is?
And
it's just surreal to hear him with Motley Crüe.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous that this guy knows nothing of this band.
I'm going to take you backstage now at the Palladium in Los Angeles.
Too.
They're about to go on stage. First time together in a number of years. There's the crowd outside. All the crowd knows is they're going to see a major group. And there they are, folks. Motley Crüe is back tonight.
Look at him all excited.
Tonight.
I guarantee that guy, Larry doesn't know one Motley Crüe song.
Motley Crüe is back tonight. Who the fuck are these guys? Who's the what?
You think they spell it C-R-E-W? He really is an ass.
Jackass.
There's Tommy Lee, the drummer and author of the New York Times bestseller Tommyland, Vince Neil, the vocalist, Mick Mars, the guitarist,
the Beatles,
and Nicky Sixx, the bassist. We'll start with Tommy Lee. All right, Tommy, how did this happen?
I have no idea, actually. No, I'm just kidding. All the promoters were calling us and saying that all the fans wanted this, so we all got together and we pulled it together in true Motley Crüe fashion. Like, the fans want it, so let's do it.
Give it up to the fans. We made some new music. We did a new video, and we're going to go out on tour.
But, Vince, you had a bad breakup. What's going to change now?
Well, we still hate each other, but we're tolerant. No, the good thing is me and Tommy have found a common bond in Peter Grigio.
Yeah.
Wow.
My God.
What?
He got that real late.
What are they saying?
And Vince Neil's not lying. They hate each other.
Of course they do.
They're doing this for a nice payday.
What? I don't even understand what you guys are talking about.
You can tell he just read like a bio real quick.
Now, you guys, how did you get this together? Now, Vince, the vocalist...
Oh, it's like he's on the tarmac at Idlewild with the Beatles coming in.
You just come off of your DC-3. I'm here on the tarmac at Idlewild Airport with the vocalist Paul McCartney.
Maybe Larry should have partied with the guys before he interviewed them.
Yeah, I passed out. I had a heroin needle in my arm when I woke up. I was snorting a line of ants with Ozzy last night when the Motley Crüe came in.
We're going to snort some ants today.
That's right. And then we're going to snort some garlic. And then I'm going to go to sleep on my Posturepedic bed. Let me tell you, people, you can't get a better night's sleep. Can I just shill a little more?
All right, here's another clip. Larry talking to Motley Crüe. This is where he's all confused between Nicky and Mick.
Oh, he has no clue who Nicky or Mick are.
And Mick looks awful, huh?
Yeah, Mick has got some degenerative bone disease where his bones fuse together, and he also just had hip replacement surgery, and he's a good 15 years older than everybody else in the band.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
when they got him, he was a lot older than the rest of the guys.
And he's just
but he was in that age bracket where it was still okay.
Yeah.
You're like at the high end,
yeah.
But the rest of the band are pretty much kids. But then if you ever, years later do a reunion like this, you're the old guy.
I hear he just looks awful.
Oh,
huh?
He looks like the Crypt Keeper. He is pasty white. I talked to Eddie Trunk last night, and Eddie did a sit-down meeting with all of them, and he said Mick just looks like they dug him out of a grave and put a wig on him.
Yeah,
it
he's
looks
in hell.
bad.
He's in hell.
When is Eddie's show here? He broadcasts out of here, right?
Yeah, on the weekend.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, here's another cut. Larry talking to the gang.
Yeah.
Were you bothered by the fact, Nick, that Tommy got so famous?
Was that Mick or Nick?
Nick.
Nick Mars.
What was the question? I can't hear it.
Were you bothered by the fact that Tommy got so famous?
This is a really... Larry, you know what? This is a really stupid question.
Why?
It's not good.
Because were you bothered by the fact that Tommy got so famous?
I was so depressed. I was befuddled. I didn't know what to do.
Come on, Larry, you can do better than that.
Wow. No, I can't, quite frankly.
I don't even know who you guys are.
Who are you? Nick?
Right.
Nick, that'll cover it.
They told me to do this interview or I'm going to get fired.
What a dumb question.
I didn't want to... Well, Tommy Lee's cock being so big, did that upset you?
Right.
Do you think you watched the porno?
For
research? Do a little research?
Tommy, you're hung like a Louisville slugger. How does that feel? What was it like banging Pamela Lee Anderson McNick? Pamela Lee Majors. Who?
What? Where am I?
I have no clue where I am. But my tux bed lets me sleep at night.
Pamela Lee Majors.
What a jack off. What is he doing? Looking like a buffoon. Why would he agree to this? Motley who? No, Crüe. Who?
Crüe.
I have no idea.
All right, here's another.
Is this where he calls them the Motley Crüe?
No, that's coming up.
Oh, I love that.
Nicky's not depressed, is he? You're not down, are you, Nick? You're up.
Hey, Larry, you got to come out and see one of these shows.
Yeah, I got it. You start in January. How long are you going to be in L.A.?
No, February. You and Tommy are going on tour in January.
That's right. We headed up.
We headed up.
We headed up.
So you're out on the road in January.
He's got everything wrong. He doesn't know who these people are.
I love this.
What a buffoon.
It's so uncomfortable.
It's cringe. I wish I would have seen it.
We got the video.
The video's up on the website.
I gotta see it because you can tell he's looking at the monitor at the wrong people and he's addressing the wrong guys.
How long are you going to be in L.A.? I don't know, a day?
Yeah.
You idiot. What kind of question is that?
That's a great publicist that they have to get him on Larry King. That's what that is.
I guess so.
He must have somebody else that he wants.
How long you going to be in L.A.? He's used to his buddies, at Vegas, you're opening for what? And then closing at the Trop for a week? And he'll be there the whole month?
Yeah, for the month of January.
He has no idea what these shows are about or anything.
You guys are kind of like a rat pack, but instead of singing and having cigarettes, you wipe your dicks in tacos.
Maybe I could come over your apartment and crap on the floor. Like the old days.
God, how long are you going to be in L.A.? That's an awful, I don't know what else to say question.
He has not a clue.
He's not very well prepared.
He's
Jim's
on
right.
CNN, though.
He can't
This
be
isn't
prepared.
like a college radio station.
Picture one of your parents interviewing Motley Crüe, because it's the same thing.
Yeah, picture her asking, like, maybe if Nikki Sixx wants to get on the treadmill and lose some weight.
Vince, there's a treadmill downstairs. Perhaps you don't have to have the, your road crew bring girls backstage so you can all bang them.
Dr. Phil says
when you give something up, you should replace it with something.
He's got your mom's voice down already.
One of the things they actually show in this clip is Vince Neil's facelift. He had $80,000 worth of plastic surgery.
He did. I saw him on the Swan.
Yeah. Did he?
They made him into a beautiful chick.
Were you going there, Steve?
He was totally going. Yeah.
You were going there.
I jumped right in. And I was like, oh.
Biv from Wagbag. I hate
jumped out of the frying pan into your hat.
Here's Biv from Wagbag. I hate this interview. The questions don't work. The band's been broke up for 7 years.
There you go.
All right. No, it was funny too. Just going off on a tangent. Tommy Lasorda was on Bill O'Reilly.
Wow.
Tommy Lasorda.
Yelling and screaming that,
yelling and screaming about the baseball thing.
Yeah, about the baseball. Oh, there it is. Oh, no, now he's on Good Morning America. Oh, okay. Wow, that's weird.
He looks the same.
He doesn't sound the same, though.
Old fat man.
Really?
He doesn't sound as tough these days. And he wants all the Major League Baseball players to rat each other out.
Really?
Yeah, he's like
a baseball Gestapo?
Yeah. Then
Nice.
O'Reilly's like, oh, they're not going to do that, obviously, you idiot.
No, it's like the cops. Those guys in baseball, they don't rat each
And
other
then
out.
stupid O'Reilly's saying how Barry Bonds, I don't necessarily disagree with him saying that, all his records are now tainted and stuff, and what should we do, And I'm thinking about, well, what about you, O'Reilly?
Yeah.
Everything you say now is kind of tainted.
Talk about tainted.
Right.
How about a vibrator on your taint is tainted?
Right.
You disgusting man.
You can't watch him the same way anymore, especially when he says, well, now Barry Bonds' his whole career is tainted, and the records, there should be asterisks possibly. I mean, what is Major League Baseball going to do at this point?
When people like O'Reilly have a scandal, they love just making like it never happened. Rush Limbaugh, same thing. They love making like it just never happened. But when somebody else is embroiled in a scandal, they will pile on like the playground bully and get their kicks and shots to the head in. But their scandal wasn't really a scandal. They were right. The other people were wrong. They pay a lot of money to get off the hook, go back to work like nothing ever happened, and they continue just beating people who are also saying that their scandal is not a scandal. But for some reason, they're just hypocrites. Just awful hypocrites. I like how Opie called him Stupid O'Reilly. Is he going by that name now? It's the Stupid O'Reilly Show on Fox. What the hell's my Fox thing?
Where's that no
Sorry about that. I was asking.
What happened, Opie?
No, I was just asking Ben for something. Let me go to Lou. Hey, Lou, what's up?
Hey, I want to know if Larry King has Crüe about the Motley Crüe challenge.
Oh, right, the Motley Crüe challenge. Why don't you tell me a little about the Motley Crüe challenge?
Well, Larry, what we do... What was it?
It was a double dong dildo, I remember.
Yeah,
double dong. And you'd put a $100 bill in the middle, and whichever girl reached it first with her
$100,
badge
right.
got the 100. We do that on the Larry King Show.
Yeah, we could have gave Larry King some great research on Motley Crüe.
Of course.
Tommy Lee, you're a pussy. Hang up on me. Remember that one, Hope?
I think we should just play that today.
Hey, you call me a pussy one more time, I'm hanging up.
Pussy.
You're a pussy.
Right. Doug in New York, what's up?
Hey, guys, I don't know what I was doing watching Larry King, but right before Richard Nixon died, I guess Nixon was supposed to be on, but he died, and so as a last-minute replacement, they got Duran.
Duran, I'd rather interview a dead Nixon.
Dude, Larry, I guess, were he and Nixon buddies or something? Because he was just tearing these guys apart, and I'm like, what are they doing on his show?
Why was he tearing them apart? About what? Just being a bunch of bisexuals?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nothing to rip them apart about.
So what's with these outfits? What do these outfits mean? What do you guys think?
These outfits.
All right.
What's with your outfits?
It was just terrible. I felt bad for those guys.
What a curmudgeon.
How were you involved in Watergate, Duran? I'm just going to ask the same questions.
All right.
Your groundbreaking trip to China.
You went to Rio, did you?
Tell me about your dog Checkers. Why were you sweating so much when you were debating Kennedy?
Wow, which one is it?
Oh, 2 times. What are you guys talking about, Ope?
I wanted to play something, but I don't know.
Oh, my God. I thought that was a menu.
I did, too.
I thought...
No.
Those are obviously a big menu of discs that we have with stuff on it.
Right.
And I thought he was showing you a menu for you to order something.
It's just
maybe a smoothie menu.
During the show, a wine list.
No, it's just O&A stuff.
What a Cabernet.
I just want to get to the meat of what happened. Could you go find that? Don't worry, it'll all make sense in about 10 minutes.
All right, here's what happened.
I want to play Tommy Lee getting really pissed off at us.
Oh, I thought you were talking about when Ben was at the party and the girl yelled, "Ben, I'm doing this for you," and then hung herself off the balcony.
Thinking.
Oh,
wow.
Someone got it out there. But what he showed me was 2... Sorry, guys. But he showed me 2 tracks. The first one's like 18 minutes long, and the second is 16 minutes long. We don't want to sit through all that crap. I just want to get to the meat of it. All right.
Sorry, just have to step on the gas pedal and get this heavy rig up to speed again.
I know.
Jam on the brakes. Jimmy was in the road.
I really did just kind of bumble out there all eagerly. Hi, guys.
And I feel
Big sweaty hand on the brake handle. Sparks coming off the train wheels.
And I fell out of the truck about 2 or 3 miles ago. Could you pick me back up? I want back in on the show.
Look out, Jimmy's in the road.
Anthony's doing a bit. I'm ordering from a menu.
Reading a menu.
Norton's going for obscure references, but Ant's still going down the highway by himself.
But long obscure references. That was a 4-minute setup to nothing.
Yes, it certainly was.
It was like when Ben was the boy. Wait, stay with me.
I jumped off the back like miles ago. What were you even saying?
I don't know. I had to slam this truck back into first gear.
We really have ADD at times on this show. If you ask me what you just did 5 minutes ago, I have no idea. I'm sure it was funny.
Great.
Here's the last clip. Larry King talking to the Motley Crüe.
When he introduces them as the Motley Crüe.
This is the one you like.
Ladies and gentlemen, here they come at the Palladium in Los Angeles. They're back together, their first live get-together in 5 years. The Motley Crüe are back.
The Motley Crüe are back for their first get-together. They're going to have coffee.
My friend and I would like to have some coffee and cake.
Yeah, I know that one.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Their first get-together. What an irrelevant idiot.
Get-together.
But he's running out of air. He doesn't know how to announce a band.
The Motley Crüe.
The Motley Crüe.
God, the DJs from The Bone do a better job in introing bands than Larry just did. And Larry's doing it for the whole world right there.
That's
like,
pretty much a
like
world premiere. Big
to him.
Rock intro.
Listen to him just
Listen
struggling.
Lose his breath. He doesn't know what he's saying.
He doesn't feel the energy of the crowd.
Wait, was he announcing that to the crowd?
Yeah.
Yeah, he must have been up on the big screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, here they come at the Palladium in Los Angeles. They're back together, their first live get-together in 5 years. The Motley Crüe are back.
You know what? And I know Motley Crue's obviously doing this for all the just money. So they don't really,
of course they are.
Do you really want Larry King introing your big return to the music biz?
Ladies and gentlemen, he's spitting over his fake teeth, his dentures. He doesn't talk that loud ever for any occasion.
You know what's going on with Larry King? I'll tell you what's going on. All the other guys are being pushed out the door. Tom Brokaw didn't want to get to retire.
No, right.
He was pushed out. Dan Rather pushed out. Larry King's looking around going, oh, boy, I'm next. I better start doing some hip things here, or the young guys are going to take over my job. And then
Carson Daly's waiting.
Yeah, and then I'm going to be the one walking by the dumpster, seeing all my old CNN tapes in the garbage pail.
He's going to show up to work tomorrow morning dressed like Hopper in Apocalypse Now, with a little headband and an army jacket.
I'm cool. I'm hip and groovy. I'm with it. I'm going. I'm gone.
You guys want to hear some Motley Crüe today? Something a little different?
You have the Motley Crüe?
I want to hear like
the Motley Crüe. He's ready to spit his teeth out. He was yelling so loud.
How about Livewire? That's their best song.
You know, Well, they have their new single. I'm not playing this piece of garbage.
Is it bad?
I assume it is, because they're just getting together for all the wrong reasons.
It might be good, Opie. Sometimes you gotta give it a chance.
If I die tomorrow...
Bob Rock.
Girls. I want to hear Dr. Feelgood would be good.
No.
Yeah, why not?
I don't like that one.
You really don't like Dr. Feelgood?
It's okay.
Which one do you like?
Live Wire.
I
That's
take
great.
Viagra at Tattletales. girls.
Red Hot. It's a good song.
Red Hot's good.
Your Home Sweet Home is good.
I'm trying to play a big hit here for everybody.
Well, Looks to Kill was a big hit.
Dr. Feelgood, Ant?
Dr. Feelgood.
Dr. Feelgood. If you have it.
How about
Hit it. Shut up.
This is a very special show. It's about being able to do the show we want to do.
Prison, sex.
Give it to me. We know what guys want to hear on the radio.
Adult-oriented subject matter.
Look at those jugs.
Του Opie Putos είναι μεγάλο και όμορφο.
They won't exercise restraint.
This is going to be an awful show.
Hold on tight, kids.
The Opie and Anthony Show. XM 202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Chew, 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 chew.
I wasn't expecting us to come back.
Hey, you're listening to the Opie and Anthony free play all week long on XM 202. For the people that aren't paying for the channel yet, to continue to receive channel 202 on your XM radio, you'll need to add Opie and Anthony to your XM account or call. Well, you can do that by calling 1-800-XM radio or subscribe online. Best of all, hold on, kids. If you order this week, you'll get Opie and Anthony for the remainder of 2004 at no additional charge. Hurry, this special deal ends this Sunday.
Whoa. It's like one of those things. You remember when you used to see commercials for furniture stores and they would say, make no payments till next year.
Yeah.
And it was December.
Yeah.
Your payments start in a month.
Yeah, exactly. It's really no big deal. There's no real savings. Just if you like the show, great. If not, what can I tell you? It's only $2. We're not going to sit here and beg you to listen to our program. We have enough listeners.
I'm confident enough to know that people that do listen will enjoy it and will come on board.
And after all, it is a cult, so maybe it's not for you. You know?
It's kind of a little cult.
It is a cult.
A little culty.
Maybe you just don't like wearing Nike sneakers.
Yeah.
And drinking the juice.
And castrating
the Kool-Aid.
And castrating yourself. We all have done it, so we've all castrated ourselves.
And quite frankly, I don't think you're going to get the show after a couple listens anyway.
You got to listen a few times.
A few times.
Kind of get involved, know the characters. Big soap opera.
Know the zeros that make up the staff at the Opie and Anthony program.
Yep.
Rich Voss is outside the studio.
I see that.
I told him to go back outside. I go, wait for your big introduction now that you're a big freaking star. Let's just make him sit out there. He has no idea we're talking about him.
Look at those stiff, non-bending fingers. They just don't bend.
We're just going to make him sit out there. He's getting all impatient. He thinks we're doing it because he's a big star. No, we're doing it because you're an ass.
Oh, he's going to hear that in a few seconds.
I know, so quickly open the door and get him in here before he hears that part. No, our buddy is outside the studio, Rich Voss. He's going to help us today. There's a lucky listener that's going to win a MiFi, Anthony. We're giving away MiFis every week up till Christmas.
Oh, I can't be part of this.
Why? It's going to be hot.
What?
Yeah, right there.
No,
right there.
No, he sits there.
Oh. Let me just move my jacket so you don't...
So you don't what?
Get his finger on it.
Oh.
So basically, we've been asking people what would they do for a MiFi. We got hundreds and hundreds of entries, and a few we like. Whatever happened to that girl that wants to have sex? With a girl and a guy.
I think that might have been a gag.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, that's too bad. Well, if you want to do something for a MiFi, it's not too late. Go to opieandanthony.com or foundrymusic.com. By the way, Foundry Music has a lot of great video clips up this morning.
Hey, check those out.
Kind of like an Opie and Anthony greatest hits video thing is going on up there.
Retrospective.
Yeah, so.
Boogers? I think I got some.
No.
You always do.
I can't. I'm really going to be disgusted.
We've been taking entries for a week or two, and this one kid who's out there came up with a great idea. There's a thing that happens behind Rich Voss's ear.
That was my idea.
What?
This was my idea, not the guy out there. No,
are you insane?
No, I said it on the air.
No, the guy wrote in.
He heard me say it and wrote in.
Oh.
You're not taking credit for this one.
I know. What do you want to get a writing credit on this? It's not a big deal. So you
No,
thought
I'm
of
not
it.
saying it was a big deal. I'm just saying that young man out there is trying
Why couldn't you have run him over with the truck?
Why? I'm just saying.
You should have run him over like roadkill today.
On the brakes.
You jammed on the brakes and saved him and threw him back in the cab.
I
think today we needed to run him over.
That young man out there just...
You're wrecking the whole flow of the show.
All right.
You're looking good, though. You lost weight.
Thank you.
He did,
working
didn't he?
out at the gym down...
No, he isn't. He works out with a guy named Jim in his room. You look good, though. You did lose weight.
Thank you.
He did not lose weight.
You don't think so?
No, he's just wearing baggier clothes.
No, I'm telling you.
I did lose weight, right.
He did. He lost
weight. Do you have a
weight.
scale at your house, Jim?
No, I don't.
He's not a complete spectacle anymore.
No, I don't. For what?
You don't have XM radio yet because you're cheap and you're Jewish.
Well, I haven't been around to get it. Of course,
redundant phrase there.
What are you talking about? I'm not cheap at all.
I'm a high roller. Armani
cheap.
glasses, a Coach wallet. I'm sitting with, $1,000 worth of lighters in my pocket. I'm going to go get worked on. What do you mean cheap? I'm a player now.
You're not a player.
You're not a player. Relax.
I'm a player.
That's why you need to come into the show like once a month so we can knock you back down to size.
And it's going to be more than once a month. It's just that I've been on the road and very busy.
It's going to be about once a month. Trust me.
Listen to me. So you can't do it, Mr. Black? Call Voss.
Exactly.
When your book comes out, okay, call Voss.
You know when they have that guest on Letterman and he's only there because someone canceled last minute? You're our guy, okay?
That's good.
That's not a bad spot to be in, though.
Listen, hey.
Who canceled today? Paul Mercurio?
Yeah. What happened? He tripped on his bottom lip? Canceled.
Juice came out, slipped on it.
He's got to be trashed.
All right, here's the deal.
No.
There's a lot going on here today, boss. We're going to give away the MiFi, but then you're talking about Norton, and we have to... Because you don't have XM satellite radio, we have to play Norton's mom's phone call again for you.
What happened?
Because you guys are really good friends. Norton likes to share with the audience about his whoring and his girls and stuff. And he announced, I think, early last week, right, Anthony, that he's going to give up whoring.
Give up the whore.
And he means it, and we wish him luck with that.
Are you really?
Well, so far it's been rough. I slipped a couple times over the weekend and then once last night. Yeah. I'm living on Banana Peel Hill.
You slipped again last night, bro?
Yeah.
On a Monday night, what could be wrong?
That seems like the night that you could kind of, skate through and go, all right, I made it through Monday.
Sit home. It's
Monday.
Monday.
Thursday, I could see maybe it's a little tougher. You're getting near the end of the week. Friday and Saturday, forget it. But Sunday and Monday, you should be able to get through without whoring.
Right. And you're an entertainer. Entertainers don't... you work clubs all over the country where there's always one girl.
Do you ever see my act? It's about AIDS and my fat torso. No chick wants to bang you after hearing that crap.
No, that's not true. I've hooked you up a lot of times.
I've seen my buddy there, Adam Ferrara, do a gig and then gets off the stage, goes to the bar, and girls are clamoring over him.
Yeah, it's because it's a pity bang. Watching that, please.
Adam's handsome.
Yeah, he's handsome.
He's very good looking.
He's got the charisma of a rock.
No, he's a very...
Shut up.
He's a very handsome guy.
I like Adam. He's a handsome guy.
So you not weasel out of him by going, I like Adam, he's a nice guy.
I like the guy.
He's a good guy, all right?
Bash my friend like that,
Rich. It's like banging Wyatt Earp.
The charisma of a rock?
I don't know, he just doesn't move a lot.
Wyatt Earp?
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp had a limp.
He's doing references from people from the 1800s.
That had limps.
He reminded me of John Wesley Harding. Why? Well, he snored.
Wyatt, I'm only kidding when I talk about Adam. Nobody in this business.
You know that Wyatt Earp had a limp.
Everybody likes Adam.
Of course.
You cannot not like Adam.
Absolutely.
That's why you got to say something negative. Have you ever heard anything negative about Adam ever?
No. Just out of you.
Why, yeah, of course.
Okay, so, Norton's parents has the XM satellite radio. And
Get out of here.
And the mom, we love Norton's mom. She's the sweetest lady you'll ever meet. And she heard that Norton is going to try to give up whoring.
She thought she'd give her son a little support.
So she calls his machine, and, of course, Norton runs in here with it. It is really uncomfortable.
She left me a message.
I've already played this thing 5 or 6 times. I don't know.
I want to hear it.
And I'm going to play it another 5 or 6 times because it makes me laugh so hard. I'm sorry, but it does.
She was almost my mother-in-law because his sister liked me.
Oh, that was a dreadful, dreadful time. She had a crush on Rich.
She was email.
Did you have sex with her?
No. Are you kidding me? I would never do that.
No.
No, I would never. She's cute, too. She's cute. She's like Norton with, a shape.
She actually is really cute.
She's a cute girl. You know how awful that would have been, though, to have to walk around just knowing that you'd...
My friend Adam Ferrara had sex with my sister.
No.
Yeah.
Really? How old is Adam?
Gone
How
out
old
with
is
her
sister?
for a while.
Same
Gone
age?
out for like a year.
They were going to... Oh, they were dating, though.
Yeah. They were boyfriend and girlfriend.
That's nice.
Which was like, you go out with Adam for years and years. I was going, out to clubs with the guy and stuff and watch him. Yeah, I'd like to bang that one and this one and that. And then all of a sudden he's, going out with your sister and he tries to put on the air like, he doesn't say things like that anymore. But, he's still thinking it. He's dogging your sister. It's like,
that's
awful.
God.
You call him, he's out of breath, you know what he's doing.
What and who?
Hey, dude, smell my... forget it.
Yeah, because, when smartasses all get together, Yeah, you talk about chicks and stuff, and it took him completely out of the mix. Couldn't talk about that stuff anymore because it's my sister.
Oh, my sister's so ugly. I'm happy when somebody was banging her.
Really?
Oh, what a mess.
Your sister's a mess?
Oh, and she's loaded. She's got a lot of cash. Completely loaded.
What'd she do?
She's got like, you know, a 52-foot boat. She's got that Porsche. I mean, she's
what
loaded.
What does she do? She's Jewish.
No. She was the
what does
like
she
the
do?
head.
She opens her legs.
No, listen to me. That ain't gonna make her money. She's a mess. I'm the best looking in the family, and my parents like me the best. She I don't know. She's loaded, man. She just works for like.
Say what she does.
She used to work for Warner Lambert, a drug company. She was the head of publicity, and now she's with like another company. I don't know. She's got, whatever. I'm just saying, you got a cute sister. You got a cute sister.
Do you want me to save you? I mean, because you're going nowhere.
Yeah, because I'm like, what does she do for a living? Well, she has a boat. Right, great. So I'm Natalie Wood. What does that mean?
Jesus, Rich.
It's still early. I got off a train.
Why are you traveling on a train?
Because I'm so tired. I didn't feel like driving, man. The train station's right by me.
All right. Well, here we go. So this is the phone call that Norton's mom made to Jimmy after she heard that Norton's going to try to give up whoring.
Hi, sweetheart. It's Mom. How are you? Jimmy, I know this is a little awkward, but everyone's fine here. But we heard the radio show. We love it, by the way. And you were talking about giving up, the ladies of the evening.
You can't even say hookers or whores. Ladies of the evening. That's my favorite part, because it's just like, she read that somewhere in one of her novels, The Ladies of the Evening.
Everybody's fine here. No one asked.
Yeah, I know.
Jim, I know you're trying to give up the ladies of ill repute.
I understand you were pulled over for unlawful carnal knowledge.
You can't meet a nice damsel in distress.
Oh, this is the best.
Which is a wonderful thing. But you know what? Dr. Phil always says replace something with something.
Dr. Phil. How cute is that?
Oh, she's a true American.
Oh, yeah.
Replace something with something. How do you replace whoring with something? She's got an answer.
Mom has an idea, doesn't she?
She does.
Well, I think Gacy's mom made this call.
So I was thinking, you have that nice gym downstairs. And, just for like 20 minutes to half an hour, and you would feel better. Use that. And also there's gyms in New York you could go. You could exercise, and you would feel a whole lot better. You'd lose a little weight, you'd tone up, and you relieve, tension and stuff, and you'd be meeting other people. I don't know, honey. I just thought it might be a good thing. I'm sorry. I'm interfering, I know. I'm thinking of you. Nobody knows I'm calling. So don't get offended or think I'm strange, but I am a mother, and I worry about you. You're doing so well. Everything's falling into place. This might be just one of the the health thing. It would help you, sweetheart. Well, anyway, that's it. I'm not going to go on and on. I know it's not my business. But anyway, I love you, and I feel I can interfere because I'm your mother. I'm taking special license. But anyway, we're looking forward to seeing you at Christmas. I really hope you can make it. And anyway, don't be mad at me, okay, sweetie? I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
You can go down to the gym and lose weight. He's losing weight rapidly. That's why he's giving up hookers.
Oh. I just found the opening to my new CD, by the way.
What's that?
That call.
Oh, without a doubt.
That is great.
You have to put that on your CD.
First track.
Boss actually brought up a good point, though. Could you imagine? I'm sure, maybe John Wayne Gacy or Jeffrey Dahmer gets the call.
Hi, Jeff. It's your mom. I know, you're trying to give up drilling holes in Asian gentlemen's heads and eating their genitals. I don't know. Maybe you could go to the gym. Maybe get on a treadmill, Jeff. I'm your mother, and, I love you. Dr. Phil said when you give something up, you should replace it with something. So, I don't know what eating Asian gay gentlemen's brains, what the trade-off would be for that. Or eating their testicles in a stew that you cook and keeping their heads in your refrigerator. But, perhaps a rowing machine, something like that might, you tone up, keeps you busy. I just, I'm your mother, and I just worry a little bit. know, I bring a casserole over for you to eat. I open up the refrigerator, and there's a thigh in there. And, you know, I'm your mother. Dr. Phil says when you give something up, you should replace it with something. So, I don't know. And that doesn't work with testicles, because if you just replace one with the other, it's the same. You're eating, you know, a testicle, right or left. Really doesn't matter. I worry, dear. Okay. I love you, Jeffrey.
You know those like calls had to exist. You know, right? She's still a mother.
He's an ad-lib genius.
Still a mother.
I was thinking of John Wayne Gacy too myself, man.
Oh yeah.
Hi, John. It's Mom. Miss, I caught your clown show. Me and Dad love it. You know, I understand you like dressing in your clown makeup and killing homosexual children and gentlemen and burying them in your basement, covering them over with lime and lying about it, being a perfect upstanding citizen of society. But I don't know, I'm a mother and I worry about you. I don't know, Dr. Phil says if you what is that, replace? Oh, if you give something up, you should replace it with something. And I don't know. You're replacing a 8-year-old with a 12-year-old pretty much is the same thing. You're still killing children and gay gentlemen. I just worry. I'm your mother. You know, when I went downstairs to do the laundry and I'm stepping over the graves of the dead, I just worry about my boy. Okay, I love you, John.
I wouldn't get the mom made that call.
That is so sweet. Your mommy calls you like that. That is really, you know, that should get you girls right there. That you have that relationship. Girls dig like guys with relationships with their mom.
Good relationship with my mother. I'm not a woman hater.
You have some of the hottest girls all the time.
Where?
Are you kidding me?
Where? But they just want to be friends.
The one in Connecticut that wanted to blow me. That one. She was cute.
Oh, she's the one that gave me Rent Boys. My friend.
She was cute.
Yeah, she was.
Ariel, good looking.
Yeah, but she's still friends with her, but she's not banging me anymore. These
girls just want to go around and say, "Oh, Jimmy Norton, I know that guy."
Well, Ariel's my ex. That doesn't count. We're friends. It's you know,
but I'm saying at one point you were with her and she's hot.
So what?
So I'm saying you get hot girls all the time.
So should I carry her picture and show hookers and go, look, how about something off?
No,
she used to fuck me for free.
Could work. Try it.
Oh man. So, should we give away the MiFi?
No.
No?
I'm.
What? Do you think you got some action behind the ear today?
Let me keep this on for a while. Build up a little sweat too.
Build up the sweat?
This is what this the ear. You know,
the headphones.
The headphones are building up some sweat.
Do you have any of those boogers?
I might have some. I
Can't
don't know if I have any.
Give the MiFi to the guy and we can move on.
Do you think we could give it to retarded Randy Quaid?
Don't touch his ear.
He's going to hear that now in a couple of
All right, well, we asked people what they would do for MiFi, and this guy out there wants to smell what Voss has behind his ear. A bunch of us that are associated with the show, we've done this, and I dry heaved. A couple of the guys have puked. It's absolutely awful.
I thought he wanted to eat it, too.
Yeah, Rich has a problem with the guy. Rich has a problem with the guy sucking on his finger.
Well, so you give me a CD disc, and you can see the oils.
No, you don't put it on the oil. Why would you waste it? Why would you waste
No, I'll take it. Listen to me. I take it from my ear. Wait, hold on. And I'll have enough on my finger where I wipe it on the disc, and he's got to lick the disc.
No, he licks it off your finger. You wash your hand after.
No, why would I? Okay. Lick it or suck my finger? You want
to suck your finger for a
second.
second.
Are you out of your mind? I'm going to let that mutant out there suck my finger.
That's the thing, yeah. Or you have it this. You don't let him lick it. Maybe I would either. You get to scrape against the back of his teeth like that. That's not bad.
What's wrong with you?
Ow! What?
Yeah, we found what you're replacing the hookers with.
Well, that's not bad. Wash your hand. Would I do it? Absolutely.
You would put your finger in, look at him, in his mouth.
Against the tooth like that. Maybe I wouldn't let him suck my finger, but... Or how about this? Instead of that, you have to get to rub it under his nose. That's not...
But listen, look at here.
Not a disc.
I'm going to show you.
Okay.
I'll do my fake ear. I'll do my not the good ear.
Wait, hold on. What if you rub it on his upper lip, and he has to lick it off?
Oh, God.
But what's the difference if he licks it up there or licks it off
The upper lip is worse.
Yeah, because then it's going to linger there for a while.
Yeah, it's got to be under his nose.
Yeah, because it's under his nose. It's the whole thing.
I could do that. I could put it on. I'll do it about like
in his
that.
mustache.
Yeah.
I'm going to Seattle for a second. Dan, what's up?
Hey, what is this? My thigh, you thigh, we all five from my thighs. Have a high five. What?
You don't know what a MiFi is?
MiFi, it's one of
You
the...
guys are too geeked out for your own good.
No, not at all. It's one of the hottest items this holiday season. It's a portable XM satellite radio. First of its kind. It's amazing.
You can download onto it, mister. You can download the show and then listen to it on an aircraft if you want to.
Yeah, you can download any of the channels from XM satellite radio, and then you listen when you want.
You could go miles beneath the crust of the earth and listen to something that you have downloaded.
Honestly, we don't geek out too bad on the show. It really is a very cool product. It's revolutionizing the whole satellite radio industry. It's slightly bigger than an iPod, and it looks really cool. And you can listen, as you're walking around.
Remember the revolution in audio when the Walkman first came out? I remember being shown the Walkman when it first came out, and this was where if you wanted to listen to something on the go, you put on those big headphones. It was ridiculous. Or you had the regular transistor radio with the little earpiece. And then when they came out with the Walkman and you put the headphones on and listened and were amazed at the sound and that you could take it around with you, this is the next step.
And then the Discman?
Right.
I think
now you're talking satellite radio.
I think the
portable.
CEO of XM Satellite Radio had something to do with the Discman.
Really?
I do believe, yeah.
Ooh.
They don't even have that anymore. Remember the portable CD players?
Yeah.
You don't need those anymore. You got the MP3 players.
Now you got MP3 players, and now you have satellite.
And it's just a matter of time before MP3... Well, I think some of the phones already have MP3 players, right?
But nobody's using those. They use the iPods, right? Instead of the MP... Is that the same thing? I don't know.
Oh, my God.
What? The MP3...
No, the MP3 player. I listen to the Motley Crüe on it.
It comes with a little needle. It's like a little record player.
A needle. You don't want it to skip when you move around.
MP3 player like the mini disc recorder player?
Let them talk.
Oh, my God, a mini disc.
Isn't that what that is?
Yes.
And
that's
the
exactly what
iPod
it
is what you download songs.
Yeah, of course.
I bought one for my kid.
Right.
There you have it.
Yep.
I was listening to the Allman Brothers on the other night.
You bought something for your kid that's probably 5 years old.
An iPod?
Oh, you got the iPod.
Yeah, for my kid.
You're talking a mini disc, though.
You were
Where
saying
did that
mini
come
discs.
in?
They say what an MP3, a mini disc.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know what it is. I don't listen to that crap. I listen to,
That crap?
I don't listen to that kind of stuff. Who listens to music? You get to a certain age, you stop listening to music.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Who walks around listening to music? Do any of you guys walk around?
I always listen to music. I don't walk around it, but I always listen to it.
I have an iPod in my coat right now.
What else? What do you listen to? Talk?
No, I listen to talk or...
You're an old codger.
No,
what do you mean?
He can't listen.
I don't need it.
He can't listen to music because he's got to make sure he hears the phone ring when Bonnie calls.
Oh, that's true.
He doesn't have time to be, putting earbuds in his ears and listening to music off his iPod. And God forbid the phone rings and he doesn't answer it.
That music is a bunch of bunk.
That's the wrong one. There it is. Hi, Bonnie. I was listening to my MP3 player when I thought I heard the phone ring. Was that you?
My MP3 player's filled with all my mini discs.
Sorry, Bonnie, I had the Victrola on. I didn't hear the phone ring. Was that... What? Watson, come quick. I need you. What the hell was that? Was that Bonnie? This is why I don't listen to music. I can't hear my poopsie call me.
What am I doing listening to these really long Allman Brothers songs?
Snookums? Oh, sorry, I was halfway through In Memory of Elizabeth Reed, and 2 hours had gone by. I was the live version.
How's Bonnie?
She's great.
Yes, she is.
We were well, what did she do? We were pitching a TV show the other day, right?
Really? Together as a couple?
Well, I'm not just saying. So they go if it happens.
Nick and Jessica.
No, she goes. They go if it happens.
Yeah.
What? I was just joking.
Oh, okay.
It really is like Nick and Jessica.
No, I never even saw it, so I don't know what it is. They go. If it happens, who would you want to direct it? And she goes, I want Rob Fox from the first season of Last Comic Standing because he made Tess look funny. So, she's good in the meeting. Very funny gal. Very funny. Just saying, very funny.
I just like the way your little hands move back and forth. and you look like a midget accepting a wedding proposal.
You gotta see that. Opie, you haven't seen it yet?
Oh, they're trying to hide her eyes like any normal, like what she'd seen in the movies, and they just keep hitting her little chin.
Oh, her chin. She can't reach her eyes with those little T-Rex hands. I believe it's on HBO On Demand. Or Showtime On Demand. One of those on demand. You gotta see it.
What?
Funny as hell. What's the matter, Rich?
I forgot.
He was ready to, he was so excited to say something. He goes, oh, and then just stops.
Yeah, I know.
You lost confidence in it, didn't you?
Yeah, complete.
Yeah. I love watching the loss of confidence happen, but it's even funny when it happens in the middle of the joke.
Yeah. Because, you know, the thing is here, like, if you know something's working, you guys don't, like, you know, you just attack.
I know. It's like pit bulls, isn't
when
it?
DJs attack.
He's weak. Right for the throat. A little weakness of blood, it's over.
Let's go down to North Carolina. Bill, what's up?
Hey, man, I mean, I love y'all's show, but every time Voss gets on there, man, it's a freaking screw-up. He's a bumbling idiot, man, a mucus-filled, puff-secreting faggot. He never says anything, man. He just sits there and starts the story, and you know it's bullshit from the time he opens his mouth.
Yeah, they're all lies. They're all lie stories. What are you delivering now?
Excuse me?
What are you delivering? You're in your car.
Delivering?
Yes.
I cannot hear you very well. I'm actually not delivering anything.
I guess you did hear me, stupid.
He's delivering justice. He's a police officer.
Oh, you're a police officer in North Carolina? What's the crime where you live? Somebody rings the doorbell and runs?
I can't hear him at all.
You can't hear him?
No, not at all.
Why?
Sounds like he's in the background as opposed to being on
Yeah, that blows.
What are you doing, Bill? Chasing those Duke boys?
There is a problem. You got to tell, what's his name? You know, when we do have a guest on that mic, they can't hear the phones. That sucks.
Maybe he's investigating. I understand that.
Did you really say the Allman Brothers?
Just stepped on. Just stomped on. Jim's in the middle of a joke on that cop from North Carolina, and Opie just trotting on it like through a daisy field.
What
stomping.
happened? Oh, was it a good one?
He was halfway through it.
I don't remember.
It wasn't like where you start and kind of, you know, you're tripping. Jim was halfway through that.
I told you, he's roadkill today. We're just going to keep...
That could have been one that got us into fifth gear.
We're just going to keep running him over.
That was a good one.
I'm sorry.
Look at Opie's big footprint on your head.
I was distracted because we...
I feel like Charles Grodin in King Kong.
I'm sorry.
What are you smelling yourself?
What are you smelling your armpits?
Are you stinky today?
No, not at all.
No, someone want to know if you said who are the Almond Brothers?
The Almond Brothers?
I didn't say the Almond. I said the Allman Brothers. Almond.
The
Walnut Brothers.
A D on the end. I said Almond.
Almond.
Yeah, the Allman Brothers.
All right. The guy thought you might have had a D.
He was hoping Rich said that.
And then
Almond Brothers.
And then Spooge Demon from somethingawful.com.
Oh.
Remember that website from Justin? Part of the Cherry Darts thing? He has a whole Scott Peterson mom thing here.
He does?
Yeah, hi, Scott, it's Mom. Glad to hear you're giving up killing wives and unborn children. But Dr. Phil says...
That's good.
Yeah, Dr. Phil says when you get rid of your wife, you have to get rid of your little unborn son, Connor, too. You know, I worry about you with the cinder blocks and the rowboats and, you know, Dr. Phil says when a carcass washes up on shore that you're fucked. I miss you, Scott. Daddy loves you. We watched your movie, Pearl Harbor and Jiggly. Come on, we love it. You don't think you look like Ben Affleck?
I guess. Okay.
Mommy thinks you look like Ben Affleck.
Should never go for 3.
That's still good.
It's like I talk about North Carolina. Every time I've been on, I've been funny. I always bring something. You know, enough already.
Rich gets very upset. It's always about him. He gets upset when people mock him on the... Look at this. Mike Ryan from Jersey. Boss, clear your throat. Are you phlegmy today?
No.
Which would be good for our little contestant. If you could work some into your schnoz and then pick it out.
He'll have a booger. Do we have crackers today?
Cracker? Yeah. What happened to the crackers? We just need one saltine.
Well, you had that big bucket of crap yesterday you were eating out of.
Oh, yeah. We could use one of those.
And party mix.
No, they're too salty. They'll kill the booger taste. It's got to be something bland.
That booger taste.
We'll figure it out.
All right, I don't want the booger taste lost. Because a booger is salty.
Why don't we take a break and we'll give away the MiFi next?
All right, let's do that.
Does that sound good? Are you ready?
Sure.
You got good ear stuff?
Don't touch it yet.
I'll even give you the weak one.
Don't touch it yet.
No weak one. No rehearsal. We don't need to
smell the weak one yourself.
No, this is not SNL. You don't need a dress for it. Just do it when the man is here.
Just save it and go for your all when he comes in.
All right.
Big finger full of custard.
All right, we'll give away the MiFi next.
Two guys getting kicked hard right in the crotch with no protection.
Oh, that got him. Oh, that got him. If he wasn't chained up, he would have fallen down.
This is not right. That's gotta be it. Yeah, that's gotta be it.
God.
All right, let's see if we can't get a good kick in from Grandma. Grandma is lining up. He's down. He's down. You don't taunt Grandma like that. Come on.
She got the bullseye.
Still got a chance, right?
Let's hear it for Grandma. Grandma, put him down.
The very worst of the Opie and Anthony FU line.
Yeah, I want to leave a big FU to that fucking zipperhead that cut me off. Motherfucker, I pulled up next to him and his fucking expressionless face won't even fucking turn around and look at me. Oh, I do not see you. I do not see you. Fuck you. A big fuck you to everybody who's out there talking on their cell phones, driving. When you see a fucking ambulance with their lights on and sirens blaring, don't pull out in front of them. Could be your family, okay? Just fuck you, fuck everybody else. You all need to go back to fucking driving school. And another thing is, don't fucking pull out in front of other people in the middle of an intersection. Dicks.
Yo, this is a general fuck you to everyone. Just fuck you. You know? Why? I don't want to tell anyone in particular to go fuck off. Fuck everyone. Fuck you.
Yeah, I want to give a big fuck you to me. I stink. Who the fuck calls a goddamn phone line just to hopefully hear themselves on the fucking radio the next day? Fuck me.
You know what? I just want to say fuck you to cancer for killing my cat.
Yeah, I'd like to give a big fuck you to the retard who fucking broke my arm yesterday because I didn't let him eat a bag of marbles he thought was fucking candy. Little fucker. Also, fuck me for trying to help a retard who will never amount to anything more than a fucking booger-eating, shit-smearing, Gilbert Grape motherfucker. Fuck me. You know what? I'd like to give a big fuck you to my wife, you know, and I'm going to keep banging the 23-year-old, so fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, you son of a fucking fuck. Hey, you goddamn motherfucker. Yeah, fuck you.
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line at 1-866-FU line 1. 1-866-FU line 1. Well, fuck you very much.
They're practicing being cruel and unusual.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
A big hi to everyone listening to us on their mini disc. It's the Opie and Anthony Show on XM Satellite Radio. Yukon, what's up, buddy?
Hey, man.
Hey, what do you got?
Hey, what's going on, Ann? What's going on, Jimmy?
Hi, fella.
Hey, Opie, you're being a little corporate bitch.
Ooh. Wow, harsh language. Why?
A little corporate bitch?
Yeah, with this free play week, you're just not being yourself. Am I right, Jimmy?
I don't know. He seems like the same creep he's always been. I don't see any difference.
I didn't hang up on him, by the way.
He's
He's gone. No, I'm not. I just got to read this crap that it's a free play week, and if you want to continue listening to the Opie and Anthony Show, you got to add it to your XM account. That's it.
You're selling out, man.
Call 1-800-XM Radio or subscribe online.
You let the man infiltrate you, man.
Man.
Ooh, look at that fire.
Yeah, we've been watching the Chicago fire on TV. They put this out yet?
Boy, they'll do anything to get people's minds off that basketball team they have out there. True. They haven't won a game yet. They're doing really bad.
For the Bulls?
Yeah, they stink. That was kind of a good line.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't a bad line. If I delivered it better and it had a better punchline, it would have been good. It would have been good. It had potential.
Rick, what's up? Hey, Rick. We lost Rick?
Hello?
Hello?
Rick?
Oh, Greg.
Rick, whatever.
Oh, great. Okay, I wasn't sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I was watching CNBC a couple of minutes ago, and Gary Parsons was on there talking about the stocks.
He can't stop eating. It's just amazing. Yes, go ahead.
And Toyota is going to be offering XM in 2006.
Really?
Factory installed or?
Factory installed.
Where'd you hear that?
Or dealer option?
And no.
The key to satellite radio is the factory installed.
Yeah, and it's already in GM, of course.
Yeah,
and,
we know.
And Honda this year.
Okay. Well, we have to find out what that's about, because that would be big news today.
Yes? Well, he was on there for about 10 minutes, but I couldn't get through, so.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, someone wants, maybe if you just put a condom on your finger, then the guy could suck your finger.
I don't know if you could get, like, good...
That's kind of a good idea.
No, it's not.
You know, we got to get this
Why?
MiFi thing out of the way, because I think it's kind of just slowing down the show a little bit. I really do.
Why?
Then it could stay, and we'll do other stuff.
Oh, okay.
We got really
Over
racist
there,
music
guys.
we're going to be playing in a little while. It's
What'd
called
you
the
say?
Showstopper today.
You got to go over there and do it.
Huh?
No, I'm just telling Rich you can't do it here because he won't be able to handle the
I'll freak
What's
out.
the big deal? You should take a
I'll
whiff.
lose
You
my
never
mind.
get a good whiff.
I'll lose my mind up in here.
You're the only one that hasn't whiffed it.
Yes, I know.
Okay, why don't you take the weak ear? Take the weak ear.
No.
Right here, the weak
Come on,
ear.
man. The reaction would be so great. It smells like grape jelly.
No.
The reaction would be great.
The weak ear.
No.
Remember in the parking lot of the train station where we all took turns, and I laughed so hard that day. People were puking, dry heaving, and everyone was taking their turn. And while the one guy's smelling what you got behind your ear, everyone else was losing it because of the reaction after they smelled.
There is no way.
I can't believe I didn't do that at the Hammerstein. Bring someone on stage.
That would have been great.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a good one.
All right, so why don't we bring this guy in? Where's Ben?
Ben doesn't want to be in the studio for this.
Oh,
so.
come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
And he gets real.
So what? The boss wants him in here.
Yeah, no. Ben's the executive producer. Ben needs to be in here.
The boss wants him in here.
Believe me,
Ben
I
can't
don't want to be in here for
What
this.
happened to this show? Of course Ben has to... What happened to taking one for the team?
This show lacks discipline.
We all used to take stuff for the team. Ben, he's ignoring us. He's at a computer.
What's in your luggage?
He's ignoring us?
Get in here. Just... get in here for a second. I don't care if you'll throw up.
Why did you
whining?
He's got to at least explain himself.
No, he doesn't. He's got to stand in here because the
Do you
boss
guys
wants
understand how bad this is? That Ben is like, no way, I'll throw up.
I'll throw up.
Just
No, you won't.
stand over there.
No, I've never been. I've never been.
That tight sweater will stop it from coming out.
You like discipline. No, you don't. The boss needs you here for executive producer decision.
Just stand over there.
No.
Why?
I will puke on you, and then I'll puke on the ones that are being...
On the ones you love?
I'll puke on Norton and Opie.
What's the problem?
Very good.
I will throw up.
What is the problem?
I will throw up. Well, then don't have any more sushi. Stay here.
Yeah, you're not going to throw up. You're not smelling it.
Yeah.
Dude, I just
Shut
even
up.
watching it from in there last time, I almost threw up.
The boss said you got to stay
It
here.
really
The
not
boss
bad.
talks.
Come on,
Have
Ben.
another chip.
Just hang out in the corner. Just take one for the team today.
I don't care.
Save one of the chips for the booger.
Yeah, which chip you wanted with the
What
booger
would you
on?
be
Is
able
it
to
going to
eat
go
all
on
of
a
them?
pretzel, a cheese doodle, tortilla
No,
chip?
that's
I think
gonna-
it should go on a tortilla chip.
Ben just ran out again.
That's going to kill the smell.
Ben's leaving. He's back at the computer.
That's going to kill the smell. No Doritos. That's easy.
How about a tortilla chip then?
No, here.
One of the white ones.
Oh, a
Take
cracker?
the salt-
I don't know. There's salt on a saltine.
Take the salt off.
It's got to be something
Hence
else.
the
I'm
name.
telling you. How about a little piece of bread?
Is there anything? What do you put in your mouth to get the salt taste out? What do you do?
Did you bring food, sir?
Yes, it's for beefy tits.
Oh, what did you bring?
Wait,
Thank you.
talk on mic.
Yeah, get that
Yeah, there's a
mic.
new thing that Steve started. If you come down to say hi to the program, you got to bring food for some reason.
What the hell is...
And this says...
I heard
What is
something
this, a
happened to your
morning
poker
show?
set, so-
Oh, what?
Oh, a whole Texas Hold'em poker set.
Nice.
Wow.
I'm rewrapping this, giving this to somebody this Christmas. Thank you. This is perfect.
Let's take a look. I want to look at the chips. Because this might go flying if this isn't good, sir.
No, those are good chips. They're brand new.
It's got some weight to it. I'll tell you that.
That's the old ones.
Where does he hail from?
Oh, that's what he could
New Jersey.
put the booger
New
on.
Jersey, what's your name? Paul. Hey, Paul.
He could suck him off
All
the
right.
chip.
Oh, yeah, you should lick the boogers off a poker chip.
Ooh, that'd be good.
That's right, off a Texas Hold'em chip.
All right, the poker chips
Not
look
bad.
good.
They look pretty good. They got some weight to them, some thickness. Not like that cheap crap that broad bought.
Well, there they are, the famous chips.
Yes, maybe he should lick a booger off one of the old chips.
Yeah.
Ooh,
look at that.
I like it.
Joe in Philly, what's up? Joe.
Yo, guys, what's going on?
Hey.
Listen, there's these two DJs on NJ1015.
Mm-hmm.
All right, their name is Craig and Rossi.
Yeah.
They use a lot of your shit. The ping pong, the silent, and they say, oh, no, we're friends with O&A. They let us do whatever we want. Is this true? Because these guys are sucking all your shit up.
Yeah, I've heard. I mean, I worked with Craig, and he's a really good guy. I don't understand why he's got to, do the stuff we do.
Well, I just wanted to know because I mean it ain't right because
I don't understand that. Well, no, we're friends, so it's cool. No, it's not cool. Do you know
them guys?
It's Craig, who used to work at NEW, one of the sports guys.
Sports guys?
I've heard this a lot that they're using the ping pong and a lot of the stuff that we kind of started doing on our show.
All the time.
The silent game, even?
No reason.
All the time, and they always wait and they go. Oh, I was wondering how long it was going to take for them to hang up. I'm like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me.
Well, they're just a couple of clones is what they are.
Yeah.
We are the innovators, Robin.
All right, so what's your name again?
My name's Paul.
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 Maybe we need
It has to happen over there. It can't happen right here because I can't smell it. At least I'm staying in the studio.
Oh, really?
You
You smell it?
You smell it.
You
million
smelled
times.
I thought you were a fan of the odor. No?
I am. I'm afraid I'll just cheer and stop this flow again.
Maybe you could transfer that prostitute addiction with my odor.
All right, so for the MiFi, Paul is going to smell.
I've got nothing.
What's behind Rich Voss's
That
ear.
comment really bugged him about the guy calling him.
I know. Why do you like it? They hate me. They hate all of us.
I don't know.
You're the only one that takes it personally.
I know. I'm sorry.
One guy.
I know, but he's a cop in North Carolina. He's a big wig.
Well, actually, there were a lot of guys, but I figured he represented everybody. So don't worry about it.
No,
Do you want to read the feedback? It's not too pretty.
Well, what the hell? I'm doing. What do you mean it's not too
so
pretty?
kidding when you shut up.
What am I supposed to do?
He's kidding. Elvira, he's kidding.
One guy gets to you. It's amazing.
I was kidding.
All right.
You ought to listen to Bonnie, man. You are an asshole.
All right, so who do we have in the studio?
Larry.
Pete? Paul. Oh, Paul. Hey.
All right, so we'll do the tester here first, right?
Are you going to let him smell the tester?
No.
Why?
Okay.
No.
No.
No, hit him up with the real deal.
Just got to get the full barrage. But hold on. Wait, Rich is ready to just shove it in his face. Radio, you got to build some drama. You know? Where are you from, sir?
New Jersey.
He's from Jersey. What a surprise. Everyone that comes onto the show is from Jersey.
Jersey loves us. Gotta love Jersey.
Brick, Ocean County.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And what do you do for a living?
Sell garden supplies.
You sell garden supplies.
Yeah, I'm a loser.
What did
job?
Jeez,
what did you want to be when you were growing up?
I've
say
been
a
a
cop.
loser all my life.
How old are you?
22.
I love
you're young.
I love listening to kids talk. I'm gonna be an astronaut. I'm gonna be a movie star.
I'm gonna be a pilot.
I'm gonna be a pilot. Fast forward 15 years, that same kid's working at the deli,
gardening supply store,
gardening supply store, used car salesman. But all kids, I'm gonna be a professional baseball player.
Yeah, but you don't see the part where the uncle walks in the room and ruins that dream. I have really nothing. I swear to God, thank God for my ear. Thank God.
That's
if
the
I
only...
didn't have this left ear,
your ear
I
has
swear to
become
God,
a crutch.
I'm
ear
like,
full of stench.
I'm like Daniel Day-Lewis with my left ear. Is that his name? Was that his name?
Yes.
Was that his name?
Yes. It was pretty funny, actually. I don't know why we didn't laugh.
It was very funny. But I just wanted him to have back-to-back.
Is that his name?
Well, because it was a good reference, and it was funny, but you guys, see, that's the problem. You know what the problem is?
What?
If you don't laugh at a good one like that, then the people listening go, well, that's not funny.
Right.
Because they think that you got to laugh in the studio.
Did you hear my Omen line go down the toilet before when I did the bend girl hang himself?
That was a great line.
No, but I said,
just didn't...
No, the girl that
what?
Stop the flow.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
But see, I mean, I've had like 5 good lines, but you guys have no energy today. You're not giving...
What? We had a lot of energy until I saw your face outside the studio.
No, I'm saying,
Here comes the showstopper.
No, listen. Listen.
And you haven't had 5 good lines.
Yes, I definitely did.
You at least
4.
say that confidently. You did.
Okay, maybe 4.
All right, we'll settle on 3. That negotiation.
Using his Jew bargaining technique.
5 lines, 3 lines, 4.
3, but you got to give me 2 towards the next appearance.
I'll gladly pay you 2 lines for an appearance today.
Oh, God. Oh, God, am I a fucking great character.
At least he's confident.
Well, I don't know if he's confident. He's confident right now. Wait till the next bomb and then see how not confident he is. All right,
now, do we know what we're doing here? We got Rich. He's going to get a fingerful of that behind-the-ear stench. What he will do then is wave it under your nose.
Not
so you
wave
can
it,
smell
hold it.
Hold it, yeah.
What's his name?
Paul. It will be like wafted, so it wafts under his nose. Hold it under his nose. You gotta sniff.
He looks like Mr. Kaputnik's son from Mad Comic Books. There's that line.
Wow.
That's not a bad...
First of all, his name is Roger Kaputnik, and he's a great character. But I don't recognize that. That's a very obscure reference.
Yeah, I read Mad growing up, and I could not possibly...
You don't remember Mr.
Roger Kaputnik? If he was an older guy with white hair, I might have recognized as Roger Kaputnik.
Yeah.
But the son?
If he had a son.
Does he look like the grown-up kid from Family Circus?
Yeah.
It's just a very obscure references. He looks like Dagwood Bumstead's third nephew from an abusive marriage he was involved in before the cartoon.
Third panel, 1968, February 12th, New York Times.
You look like a kid Beetle Bailey molested.
Family Circle, that
could be the most obscure reference ever on this program.
Yeah, that was pretty obscure.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Save that for the comic book convention. I mean,
you know what he looks like.
Private Pile! Little bit.
Yeah. A little bit. Slight.
All right. Well, you know what?
So it'll be wafted under his nose.
Can I say hi to Jim in Jersey first, though?
Oh, yeah?
Here we go.
Yeah, Jim, go ahead.
Can't even get the rules out today.
I know.
Yo, listen, Voss is killing the show today.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's killing the show today.
You're out of your mind.
Tackling little kid today.
I am. Because it's funny. There's funny stuff going on. I can't help it. When you hear funny stuff, you got to laugh, man. It's giving it back.
Let's see. Voss makes Lady Di sound like Lenny Bruce.
Jesus.
I still read Mad, and Voss is an idiot. He finally has a great line, and he completely blows it. Wow. Hey, Voss, you explain your jokes well.
Wow, I'm getting a lot of write-ins. That's pretty good.
It is good. They all know you.
I got more write-ins than Nader.
Brad, what's up?
Yo, Voss there.
Yeah, Voss is here.
Jesus Christ, man, you sure are an overgrown pussy, Voss. You let him suck on your finger, Norton will probably let him suck on his dick for $5.
Wait, say it again?
Well, no, he won't let him suck his finger.
I won't let him suck my finger. What's wrong with you?
God damn it, Voss. What kind of pussy are you, anyhow? It's just a finger, man.
Oh, you saying I should let him suck my finger?
Yeah.
Are you saying yes or no?
Yeah, you should let him suck his finger, man.
Would you put your finger in a stranger's mouth?
Oh, fuck. Who gives a shit? Ain't like he's going to fight it or anything.
That's true. It's not like you haven't done things like that before.
All right, so what's happening here today?
But I think Anthony's idea about wiping it right here so it lingers in his...
But
this kid doesn't
you got to get a good smell first. You got to breathe it in so you know what it smells like, and that'll make it that much more disgusting for him when Voss then wipes it on his upper lip.
Mike doesn't care.
You don't think so?
No, he's ready.
Do you care? I saw you kind of grimacing. Yeah?
Well, it's a two-parter for the MiFi, so this is the first part.
So then he's going to wipe it on his upper lip, which you must then immediately take your tongue and lick it off.
No, after I wipe it on his upper lip, if he sticks out his tongue, I'll scrape some on his tongue.
Yeah, stick your tongue out. He'll wipe it on your tongue, and then
all right, that works.
Does that work?
Yeah, that works.
I just don't want him to suck my finger because I might shoot a load in my pants. And that would be really embarrassing.
Now that's funny.
There it is.
Pop your finger in his mouth and you...
Hey, Voss is back. Voss is back, everyone.
His eyes blinking rapidly.
I lay back, have a cigarette in the studio.
Oh, man.
Like, for that moment, all shame of what was happening would just go away. You're just coming.
All right, let's go. Let's do this thing.
What is Ben doing out there? I think Ben needs to be in here.
Ben does not want to be party to this.
Cool that Ben's not in here
I think
for this.
as the boss, sometimes you got to put your foot down. You think I like getting up at 5:30, but no, sirree. It's what the show requires.
Getting up at 5:30, nice.
I did
that's
today,
real nice.
5:33.
Thanks for the effort.
Hey, dude, I didn't.
I was up at 3:15 today.
Well, you get the big bucks. I was out supplementing my income with a little stand-up comedy last night.
There you go.
All right, very good. Let's do this thing.
You go to that.
Okay.
What? You ask me whatever you want.
No, it's about comedy.
Love you.
All right.
Rich, if you would take your position next to Paul.
You have to go on that side.
Paul from Jersey, right?
Paul from Jersey.
Okay.
The psychopath. I can see Paul's a psychopath.
Don't touch anything. Now make sure after you dig good in your ear, there's no delay because the half-life on this stuff is very quick.
Yeah, but I like when Voss smells it himself and goes and has confidence in it, going, "Oh yeah, it's
you want
happening."
him to take a quick sniff first?
Yeah, because it's always funny.
Okay, here he goes. He's rubbing now behind the ear. Get a good one.
God.
Oh my god!
It's the worst ever.
He's gagging.
This never disappoints.
Recharge it a little, boss. Recharge.
This never disappoints. You can't fake that.
No, wipe it. Now stick out your tongue. Stick out your tongue. He's puking. Oh, God, he's puking.
Get your finger away from my coffee.
Oh, get it out of there. Oh, my God, he's all red.
It won't go away.
It won't go away. He can't take it.
Oh,
he is so red.
He tried to put his tongue out, and his body revolted and wouldn't let him put his tongue out.
Did you see him heave? His body, like, shook. He's still leaning over the garbage pail. Boss is gagging. Just smelled it himself. Oh! Damn it.
This never, this never disappoints.
I still got more.
Yeah, get one of the interns to try it.
Wow.
It's so.
That
did he get it on his lip and all that?
Oh yeah, he did it.
Yeah, it's on his lip.
What about
That's
the
why it won't
tongue?
go away.
What about the
No,
tongue?
not the tongue.
He didn't get any on the tongue.
Did he? No. He licked it. No, he licked it. He tried to lick it.
Oh, he's puking.
Dude,
Again.
He put his tongue out, and his tongue physically wouldn't do the act.
Did you see him shudder?
The whole...
Like, he shuddered with that heave.
Kev has no sense of smell.
No, Kev has no sense of smell.
Yeah, probably would
sit
break
back
through
over
that.
there.
No, stop it.
No, I can smell it
Rich,
from here.
Rich must stop it. Rich,
someone else has to take.
Must now be escorted to the bathroom where he must wash his hands.
Yeah, he's still got more.
More. What the hell is that? A dumpster full back there?
Who hasn't smelled it yet?
All the interns have, unless there's somebody you want to punish.
I don't know.
No, they've all been working their asses off.
They're all very good interns.
They're
How
great.
about Master Poe? Has he smelled it?
No, because Master Poe will just...
He'll twist off the offending digit.
Oh, my God. That never, ever disappoints. I don't know what it is. It never, ever disappoints. All right, relax, Master Poe.
How about Nathaniel?
He
Nathaniel
hasn't done
took some. He did.
Did he? Well,
Lars has.
Did he?
I can make a deal with Nathaniel. We have his comedy tape. I'm sure he'd like some exposure today on the radio program.
Nathaniel, please come in.
It's bad, right? Doesn't it violate you as a human?
Wait, get him on the
Yeah,
on mic.
what?
Paul,
hold on,
Paul.
you Nathaniel first.
Oh, no, we'll go to Paul first.
Paul, what does that smell like? Get right on the mic, please.
The most rotten pussy you could ever think of.
Yeah, everyone describes it differently.
No.
It's something like rancid meat.
I didn't have confidence.
Rancid meat and like old cheese. It's
Yeah,
like
I didn't have confidence in it today. I just thought it wasn't going to happen. I didn't think we were going to get the reaction.
Oh, my God, that was
But
like...
it never disappoints. I have to have confidence in this every time.
every time.
Because it just seems like such a stupid thing, but I'm
Yeah.
telling you. He turned like beet red and
it started heaving into the...
He tried to lick it. His body wouldn't... His tongue wouldn't do it.
Wouldn't allow it.
No, my tongue won't allow it.
All right, well, hold on a minute.
Wow.
Leslie's not happy with us whatsoever. Leslie, what's up?
Dude, no booger. No more. No more ear. No more booger.
Booger.
No.
Booger. Booger.
Can you
Oh.
stand over there?
I can't take it. I cannot take it.
All right. Well, if you don't want to hear Paul eat one of the boss's horrendous boogers,
He doesn't deserve that.
Shut up! He's getting almost a $400 thing.
yeah, of course.
I'm taking that for free.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think
All right, Leslie, you might want to.
No, get away from me.
You might want to turn off the program for 5 minutes. All right, thank you, Leslie.
Goodbye.
All right, ref. It looks like in Maryland. Ref.
Can you not? Will you stop walking around and waving your finger like a weapon?
Reef. All right, whatever. What's up, Reef?
Hey, you can't make this poor guy eat a booger after getting a dirty Voss.
You can, because I've gotten a Voss.
And you know what? Rules are rules. Rules are rules.
That's right.
I don't have any. But hold on. Let's get.
Wait, we got to get Nate.
Some more,
Try to get Nathaniel some. I don't know.
Nate.
I'll show you what I got left still.
Nat.
Go over there.
You have a blank disc?
Can you stop walking around with that finger?
Nathaniel, our intern, is in. He's a comic, Anthony.
Yes.
All right. Up and coming
What
comic.
are you doing though?
No, don't do it yet. Wait, not after.
Hold
after
on. And he brought in a tape. He performed at Caroline's last night, and I'm sure he would like a little exposure today.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's going to have to do the Voss thing first.
But why do you want to wipe it on something, Rich?
After just to show you how much I had.
But do it and then with your
do it.
finger under his nose so he can smell it. You got to get a good.
There's a lot, huh?
We got to.
Well, get on mic. We can't hear you.
Snorting from your nose.
It's meaty.
It's meaty.
All right.
Oh, he's taking it like a man.
Nothing. Oh, he's good.
I think once my cherry's been popped on this, it's just
really.
He already smelled it.
Wow! What?
oh my God!
Look at the CD.
He's wiping it on a CD, and you could just see the big smear of.
Oh my God!
Gook. Get away from me.
All right, we see it. Get away. You're awful. You're an awful man.
Get that away. Throw that out. Sell it on eBay.
Wash this.
Toxic waste.
Oh my! Serious DNA right there.
Nathaniel took that. I can't believe
it. Took that like a champ.
Well, we all know it does wear off after.
We have learned
that much.
We have learned though. Yeah, no, it wears off pretty fast. The first hit is usually the worst. Is usually the worst, right?
Oh.
I think the whole studio's starting to smell. Holy shit! I think the whole studio's starting to stink. Oh my God! Well, I'm gonna throw it.
Look, it smells like cheese and an asshole.
Get away! Get that thing away!
Throw that away!
Throw that disc out! Throw it out!
Florentine goes to Bonnie. Have you smelled his ear? And she goes, yeah. He goes, what are you doing? She goes, I blew him.
Get it out of here, dude.
Yeah, throw that away.
Oh, you're just the worst person. Go put
I don't throw that away. It's in the garbage right there.
Go put it by Ben.
Oh, you don't want to waste that.
Shut up. Go put that by Ben. Tell him you want to queue it up. Make him carry it.
Save that. That's a collector's item right there.
Yeah, throw that on eBay. Throw that on eBay.
What disc was that he ruined completely forever?
That was my stand-up
last night.
That's your stand-up?
No, I was kidding.
No. Go put that. Go.
Throw it away.
Where do you want me to put it? What's the big
deal? In the garbage pail.
No, you can't.
Put it in the fucking garbage pail.
Yeah.
It puts the stink disc, disc in the pail.
Yeah,
I
we
can't
gotta
even
play
speak.
that for the people that are checking us out for free this week. We'll do that in a minute or two.
What about the booger?
No, I don't have any.
You don't have any boogers?
Uh-uh.
So do I get a My Fight too then? Awesome.
No, you get your comedy play.
Oh, yeah, cool.
No, I got nothing.
You have nothing?
No, because ever since I used that nose trimmer, nothing's getting caught up.
All right, well, we'll figure it out. So far, Paul's got a MiFi.
No.
It's horrifying.
That's enough.
The video's hilarious.
God, Rich is digging in his nose.
God, I hate seeing people pick their nose.
You told me to.
Like, you go wash your hands in a fucking...
What are you doing?
Oh, God. Were you...
Dude, that's disgusting. Here, I'll let you out.
Oh, that was funny, though, man. Paul dry heaving. Did you actually puke, or was it more dry heaving?
He came up and went back down.
Rich, what are you doing?
Just go
wash your hands.
Gotta wash. Gotta wash.
All right. Well, we'll play Nathaniel's comedy tape a little bit. You took it. What can I tell you?
Rich is going out.
It wasn't the reaction we wanted, but we'd rather have a real reaction than something fake.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there you go. He took it.
It does wear away a little bit. Yeah, one more little spray of Lysol.
Okay. And you want to you want to do this or no?
That reeked.
Bad,
right?
Where you are?
Oh, sure.
You ready right now?
Sure. Why not?
All right. A little surprise for everybody. Haven't done this in a while. Right?
No, we haven't.
And we can't tell you what it is because we want to get it done before anyone gets in trouble, right?
We've done it in the past.
So let's go to Sex Bagel out on the streets of New York City. Sex Bagel!
Hey, guys, I'm out here in the cold, pouring rain with a bunch of Tony Danza fans here. We have Tina from Philadelphia, who is a massive Tony Danza fan. She would love nothing more to speak to Tony.
Oh, that's wonderful. All right. I think Tony Danza's ready here. Hello?
Hello?
I think we're ready for Tina.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
Okay.
Here you go.
Hello?
Tina.
Hi, Tony. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, Tina?
Good. We love you so much. There's 8 of us. We came all the way from Philadelphia to see you.
Philadelphia. Hey,
Grandmother came.
hey, you know I'm doing very well in Philadelphia.
That's great.
The show taking off.
Getting married. I am so very excited. I went to hear your CD. I wanted to purchase one.
Oh, you like that?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I've loved singing for so many years, and you know, God bless, I've been able to pursue that now and put out a CD.
Oh, that's great. I was a big fan of Who's the Boss.
Oh, Who's the Boss? And of course that other show I was on.
But I still love you. You're so hottie.
Oh, hey, does that mean Tony might get lucky?
Can't wait to meet you.
Oh, you can't wait to come into the show,
right?
And see how you think I'm doing as a talk show host?
Huh?
How do you think I'm doing as a talk show host?
You're doing good. You're doing great.
Oh yeah, I don't look like a complete buffoon up there.
No, not at all. Not
you know,
at all.
because I'm pretty stupid.
But you're funny. You're funny. It's a great show.
Hey, you watch the reruns of Taxi?
Huh?
You watch the reruns of Taxi?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
When I was a young guy, you know, my mule was all hard.
Definitely.
And that the little guy with
the little guy on Taxi. The little guy on the Taxi. The little guy on Taxi.
Danny DeVito.
Yes.
Danny DeVito, a good friend of mine, Danny DeVito.
Oh.
Yeah, he used to make us laugh so much. He'd come in and after a night out banging whores, he'd go, "Smell my finger." Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, a little too risque, I understand, but and then the guy that would fix the cars. The Latka. Yeah, you know, I kind of forget. I'm getting old in my old age.
Latka, yes.
Latka. You know, he would come in after banging bras and say, "Smell my mule." Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, though. I'm so excited to see you.
You know, it's like Dr. Phil says. You know, when you give something up, you got to replace it with something else.
Right.
You know,
right.
You understand that, right?
Oh, I completely understand it.
Yeah, huh? So how long before they let you in?
I don't know. We're still waiting.
Hey, do you know who's on the show today?
No.
Uh-oh. I was hoping you'd tell me, because they don't tell me till the last minute.
Oh, really? Oh, my God. Yeah, we don't know who's on the show today.
Hey, how big of a Tony Danza fan are you?
I'm a big fan.
A big fan?
I'm a huge fan. We're all huge fans. We have 8 people.
Yeah.
What's out your CD?
Excuse me?
Could you give me a CD?
I will personally give you a CD after the show. As a matter of fact, if you let my person on the scene there, Eric, know where you're sitting, how would you like to come backstage after the show and hang out with Tony?
I would love it. I have 8 people with me. Can they come too?
They could all come backstage.
That would be awesome.
But you know, there's a little trade-off here.
Okay.
You know, a little trade-off. I do for you. You do for Tony Danza.
Okay.
All right. Do you understand?
I completely understand. We love him. Hello?
Here we go again.
Hello?
Do you know the kind of favor Tony needs? You know, it's pretty a lot of high pressure doing a show every day like this. You understand?
I completely understand.
And I need to relax a little bit. You know, I need to relax. I used to have to relax on a set of Taxi and Who's the Boss. And there were people that would help me relax. Maybe you could help me relax a little bit, is what I'm saying.
I'll help you relax.
You know, maybe a little back rub?
Definitely.
Would you like to give me a back rub?
I sure will.
Hey, maybe a little front rub.
Oh, my God.
Are you married?
Yeah, I'm getting married in March.
Yeah, well, I'll try to put a stop to that, huh? Hey, you keep your husband happy, huh?
Yes, definitely.
Hey, you want to do me a favor?
Sure.
When I'm doing my my monologue at the beginning of the show, would you come up on stage and give me a kiss?
Oh, I sure will. I would love it.
You know, I'm starting a new segment on the program, and I like having a lovely young lady come out on stage and give me a little peck on the cheek.
I would be honored to. I would definitely be honored to.
Now, we need a good time for you to come out.
Okay.
And give me that little kiss on the cheek.
Okay, definitely.
Now, as soon as I walk out,
okay,
I'll walk out on the stage.
Okay.
And I want you to, you know, the audience is applauding because I'm Tony Danza. And you come out, and I'll be like, oh, here's someone from the crowd. And just say, I love you, Tony, and give me a kiss on the cheek.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
And then you go back to your seat, and I'll give you a CD, and you come back and give me a massage.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited.
And so am I.
Thank you.
I won't ruin it by saying anything else.
All right.
I look forward to seeing you on stage at the beginning of the show.
I sure will. Thank you.
Hey, thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you very much. God bless you, too. Bye-bye.
Hey, guys.
Eric.
Hey, we have the head of security here. He's right next to me. He wants to confirm that this isn't the Opie and Anthony show, that it's really Z100.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
All right.
We have somebody from the company who wants to, if you want to confirm it.
Oh, what happened there? Uh-oh.
Well,
is there a problem?
Sounds like somebody's onto this shenanigans.
I knew it. I knew it was too good to be true. Someone from the show knows the deal now.
That stinks.
Oh. Well, I'm still going to have to watch today, and hopefully they won't talk to that woman.
Yeah, they'll talk right to her.
Do you think?
Yeah. We'll get it done.
I don't know. Maybe Eric kept her away from the girl I was talking to.
Who knows?
I don't know. Boy, they always think it's Tony. They're so happy to talk to that big,
your impression's
dumb
phenomenal, though. I think it's
bastard.
Tony, and I'm looking at you.
Big dumb ass.
Eric's all nervous. He's down there in his fake Tony Danza t-shirt.
Is he wearing a fake Tony Danza?
Yeah, he went down there with it.
We actually had T-shirts made up. Let's say Tony Danza show staff.
He's got like Tony Danza's staff T-shirt, a jacket, a hat. Oh yeah.
Well,
we go all out for our bits.
We do it enough. One of these days, it's going to happen.
They probably make an announcement before the show. We don't know
if Tony spoke with you.
Look, if Tony Danza spoke with you on the phone, don't come running out onto stage, okay? You fucking rubes.
Come out and give me a kiss on my cock. Duh.
Oh, wow.
She was very happy to
sure.
with Tony.
May have to just be vicious from now on, then. If it's never going to get on stage, you may just have to keep smashing them with filth.
I know. You know what's really funny? She doesn't... I'm talking to her, and I bring up that Dr. Phil said, you know, if you give something up, you got to replace it with something. You understand? And she's like, oh, yeah. Like, she's just so thrilled to talk with this idiot that she doesn't care what he's saying. She's just agreeing with it. She's agreeing with anything.
We're trying to get Eric back on the line, but...
Hey, where'd he go?
Ben's laughing. Ben, you can come back in. The boss thing's over.
Why
Jesus.
is Ben cackling?
I don't know, but he's got something to say.
It's in an outbreak suit, Ben. He's just afraid.
He's being, they're threatening to arrest him.
Oh.
Disorderly conduct.
How is that disorderly conduct? He's the
most
orderly guy ever.
Then they grabbed his phone or something.
They grabbed his phone.
Phone. What?
Is this going to be the first person arrested on the new Opie and Anthony show? Eric.
Why can't I fucking do it? Hello?
Hey, what's up, Eric?
Yeah, they're not letting me leave. They're threatening to arrest me here for disorderly contact and ruining their show.
Eric, run away. They're not cops. Leave right now. Run.
Hello?
Oh, they got him again.
Just run away. He's got to just run. They don't understand. People don't understand. If they're not cops, you can flee.
Yeah.
Run away. Oh, Eric's going to get arrested now. Eric's going to get arrested because he's not running away. Like stupid Mercurio. Run away. Run. They're not cops. You can run from Danza security. They're not going to put an APB.
Hey, calling all cars. Look for a cute little chubby boy with frosted hair.
Car 54, where are you?
Ooh, it's the Danza police. The Danza police. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Are you kidding me?
I thought we were pretty sneaky today. They've been just waiting for us, huh?
Pull over. Who's the boss? I'm the boss. Don't make a move. Drop the cell phone.
Well, someone has to get down there.
Oh, he's got to run.
I'll give Ben all the numbers for the record label guy, so I'll go down there.
Well,
disorderly conduct? That was the most orderly
hold on.
ever.
Danny's good. Danny, go run down there with a cell phone. Don't get caught and tell us what the hell's going on because they took us. Oh, wait, is he back? Who's this?
Hey, it's Eric.
All right, what's going on?
The guy keeps smacking the phone out of my hand and closing it. He's like, I don't give a fuck who you're talking to. He's like, and he's sitting there trying to take my picture and everything.
Just walk away, stupid.
I've been trying to, but the guy won't let me get me go.
What, is he holding on to you?
Yeah.
He's not allowed to hold you. That's assault.
Punch him in the face.
Punch him in the friggin' nuts.
I said, no, I just took a cab here. And he said, well, how much you want to bet if I go through you, you got to lie? I said, you can't go through me. I don't know who the fuck you are. You're not a cop.
He's not a cop.
Run away.
I'm trying to.
Break loose and run.
Break loose. Break loose.
Use one of those. Oh, unbelievable. Use a master
The head of security can't tell him not to be on the
phone. Of
phone.
course they can.
You can talk to anybody online.
Is our guy going to get arrested with a fake Tony Danza?
You can talk to anybody online with a phone.
Oh, you don't want to be at the Tombs with a Tony Danza show T-shirt on.
All right, well,
hey, my thoughts and prayers with Eric.
Danny can handle this because we need you for the next segment.
Yeah, but can Danny handle this though, or should Steve go?
No, Danny can handle this. He's good. Just tell Danny to run there with the phone.
All right.
All right.
I got Steve's strategy. Steve will go there. They'll be upset, pull the fire alarms because they'll see a blaze, and he'll be able to make good his escape.
Yeah, you weren't in Chicago overnight, were you?
No, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Saw some of your clothes flying out a window.
Yeah.
Doing a little office work at night, were you? How can this head of security smack his phone? Who the fuck is this guy?
He's Tony Danza security.
He's a bully. That's all he is. He's intimidating him. He's probably he's huge. I bet he's a huge black guy that just thinks he can intimidate the shit out of Eric, and Eric's scared.
Wow.
Send Master Poe.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? We really should. We should send Poe down there.
Send Poe down there. Oh.
Spin kick the son of a
Go in and just kick ass on the Danza set.
No, but you know what? If Eric is going to be hassled physically, you can't have that. It can't happen to him.
No, the guy could be arrested for assault right there, just holding him.
Just grabbing him.
Grabbing him
knocking
is
a cell phone
assault.
out of his...
Absolutely
You're
not.
allowed to go online and interview or talk to anybody you want.
There's no security guy on a sidewalk.
Well, can Ben or somebody get Billy Mack or one of those guys on the phone?
Billy Mack.
Master Poe. What's wrong?
Eric's in trouble?
Yeah, one of our guys is in trouble.
Yeah, he is, no bullshit. He's online on the Tony Danza thing.
He's getting arrested.
The head of security won't... He was just on the phone. He wasn't doing anything, and the head of security is like every time he tries to call the show, the head of security won't let him go, and he keeps like smacking his phone, and he's like...
What exactly did he do?
On the phone, just with the phone, like interviewing somebody on the line.
Okay. This just in, he got away?
Yes. Okay.
Oh, good.
Of course.
Is he running?
Yeah, he's running. I just told him I'm running in the middle of traffic, you know. That's how he
just run, you could lose him.
What did they do to him?
Oh, I don't know nothing now.
They knocked the cell phone out of his hand, right? Yeah. We'll get the full report when Eric gets back here.
Contact with Keith. You can't do that.
Holding him.
No, you can't do that. That's against the law.
All right, we'll find out.
You can't smack anything out of anyone.
When Sex Bagel gets back, we'll find out exactly what happened. Okay?
Dude, I really think that if he smacked the phone out of his hand, Eric should file a report.
Exactly.
There's nothing illegal about interviewing somebody on a line.
Of course not.
Why do we have to deal with cops again? Twice already?
it's not against the law.
No, Eric's not a disorderly guy.
Not against the law.
Maybe he can get free tickets for Tony.
And he's a nice guy. Oh my God, Master Poe's going to lose his mind. Look at him.
Well,
breathe.
He's taking the legal route.
Breathe.
Thoughts and prayers, Poe.
Breathe. We gotta get some boards in here that you can break when you just get pissed off.
We should contact Keith because honestly,
well, we'll find out as soon as Eric gets here.
That's wrong.
Yeah,
it's wrong.
I hope he's ditching the Tony Danza T-shirt where Master Poe ditched the bloody gee.
The bloody gee in a dumpster. That'd work.
Ditch the evidence, Eric. If you're listening to us, ditch the evidence.
How is he listening to you? He doesn't. Maybe
he has a Wi-Fi. I don't know. All right.
Jeez,
well, we'll find out what happens when he gets here. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Poe. Breathe for us. Okay. Poe's very pissed off.
Eric
right
running down the street.
Your mom's phone!
Right, he got the word in. Great.
Man, they've been waiting for us. We've been wondering.
We were being set up. We were being lulled into a false sense of security.
You heard how sneaky we were. We didn't tell anyone. We just went to it real fast.
He's there with the dopey shirt on. You know that pissed him off.
Too bad. Not illegal.
You can wear whatever the hell you want.
Says the Tony Danza
Right.
Show.
But why they ask if you were the other radio station?
I guess it's okay if Z100 does it, but not us.
Because Z100 isn't gonna say things like Tony needs his cock sucked.
I think it might have been from what I was gathering there. They think Eric was saying he was with the Opie and Anthony show, but he was really with Z100. So they wanted to know who was really at the bottom of this, so they could get them in trouble.
Oh, well.
So they were trying to get Z100 in trouble, thinking it was Z100. That's what I think.
There you go.
You know?
Maybe no. You might.
I don't think they have a relationship with the Z100.
They may have gotten
I think
wind.
they thought Eric was lying and saying it was Opie and Anthony.
I think Eric panicked and said I'm with Z100.
Oh, you think Eric did that?
Of course he did.
More misrepresentation of
Would you
himself?
say you were with Opie and Anthony on the line? They probably went, who are you here with? You know, some douchebag security guy.
Yeah, he does do that to get out of trouble.
Oh, yeah,
sometimes.
he did. And he figures out what's the faggiest radio station, so maybe they'll have, some sympathy for me.
I'd love to find out what that scumbag security guard bullying a little blonde boy.
Put the effing lotion in the basket.
Put the fucking lotion in
For the people that are listening to us for free this week.
Yes, this is from the musical Silence of the Lambs. Oh, you didn't know there was a musical? Well, there isn't really. A couple of guys in California threw
The
it
Kaplan
together.
brothers.
The Kaplan brothers?
The Kaplan brothers.
Very talented. They made a whole musical out of Silence of the Lambs. And this is one of the songs. Put the effing lotion in the basket.
It's one of our faves, and when we get back, I think Eric will be here. He could run pretty fast, right? It's not that far away. We'll talk to Eric next.
It rubs the lotion on its skin, it does this when it's cold. It rubs the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose. And when it's done, there's one more thing, a simple little task. It's put the fucking lotion in the basket. Put the fucking lotion in the basket. All these stupid women are the same. Helps me not to think of them as human, so I call them it instead of by their names.
Mister, please, no more abuse. Can't you see there's no excuse? My family's probably wondering where I've been.
I'll starve you so your skin gets loose. Stop crying now, you big fat moose. Just put the fucking lotion on your skin. And then put the fucking lotion in the basket. Your chances for survival are remote. I'm impervious to all your silly whining, so wipe down before I jam a bomb right down your fucking throat.
Mister, please, my mom's got money. Let me go, this isn't funny. Cops are sure to send somebody. Turn me loose, don't be a dummy.
Listen to you scream and wail. Keep it down, you fucking wail. Mind the broken fingernail. The last girl climbed halfway but failed.
She's down here, you piece of shit.
Put the fucking poodle in the basket. I'd kill you, but there's someone at the door. Don't make me go and get my gun and shoot you. It's a waste of skin. They don't sell fat girls in a fucking store. Put my fucking precious in the basket. Don't you hurt my one and only friend. You don't know what pain is like. Noodles ready head. Put the fucking noodle in the basket.
Hey, you ungrateful brine shrimp. This is Greg Proops, your old pal, the one with glasses on Whose Line Is It Anyway? And you're listening to Opie and Anthony, as if you had something better to do.
I've got stupid in stereo. The Opie and Anthony Show.
All hell has broken... Wow, that was real loud. I had to stop. All hell has broken loose on the Opie and Anthony Show. It's the O&A virus spreading across America. Thanks to XM Satellite Radio. We're in the middle of our free play. Our free play week. Actually, not the middle. I guess halfway through tomorrow's show would be the middle, I guess.
Right.
Ernie from Nebraska. What's up, Ernie?
Not much. I started listening to you yesterday. You got a cool show going there.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you, Ernie.
Thank you.
Are you going to sign up or what? You going to pay the $2 or?
Yep, sure am.
Going to show us a little love?
Look at that.
Yeah, we got a customer.
That's what we need to do, one at a time.
Keep that checkbook away until January 1st, Ernie, because it's free for the rest of the year.
Oh, chill.
All right, Ernie, thank you. Yeah, if you're liking what you're hearing, you could, add us to your XM account, Opie and Anthony, channel 202. You call 1-800-XM-RADIO or subscribe online.
You know what the nice thing about this giveaway for the rest of the month is? That money that you were going to put into getting the Opie and Anthony show, use that towards Christmas gifts. Don't worry about paying for this show till January 1st. Use that money for something else.
It's a savings of at least $1.
Buck something.
Maybe
buck something, Ope.
$1 something.
Attaboy.
Makes a great stocking
More than
stuffer.
$1, less than $2.
Phone call.
All right, so Anthony, wow. Eric is on his way back to the station.
Yeah.
He's a little chubby, or he'd be here by now. He's running.
Well, he needs to work out a little, maybe tone up.
A little tone up would be nice.
Maybe he can replace one line with another line.
To the Nagels listening in Florida, don't worry, your son did not get arrested yet.
No,
he's fine.
He had to call up twice for us to tell him to run, though, which gets me... I got to have a briefing with some of these people, Opie, because the prime rule for anyone out and about that is involved with this show on the street ever
is to make sure you get arrested so we get the publicity?
Well, yeah, that's the real thing, but
we can't really say that.
The official line we tell them is to run.
Or just walk away fast. They can't grab you for something like that.
No, but apparently the security guard at the Tony Danza show grabbed Eric.
They were
and was
on to
holding him, saying that the cops had been called and that he was holding him there, bodily. And then would grab his cell phone or smack his cell phone out of his hand. This constitutes assault, Opie.
Now, here's the problem. If the cops were called, then the cops will be here. Because now they have to get to the bottom of it.
Good, let them. Eric can call whoever he wants.
You think New York's finest is going to take the time out to come down here after they talk to a Danza security guard and find out that nothing was happening?
Danny.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey,
Danny.
I just got to the line. There's no sign of Eric, but there is a big beefy security guard I could probably talk to.
All right, yeah. Ask him where Eric went.
All right, hold on.
Wait, we can't get our intern.
Wait, Danny.
Yeah.
Should we do that? He just wants to ask him, but maybe we should hear from Eric first.
Yeah, why don't you just ask the security guard what happened to the Eric guy?
The guy from Z100.
The guy from...
Hey, was there a guy here named Eric? No? Because I'm looking for him. I don't see him. I was just wondering if you might know where he is.
He was interviewing the Tony Danza audience member.
He has no idea where Eric might be.
All right, I wonder if that's the same guy.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be a different guy.
Okay.
I'm peeking into the windows looking for him inside.
No, Danny, Eric ran away.
Oh, he did run away?
Yeah, he ran away.
He made like a banana and split.
Yes.
All right, cool.
All right, thank you.
He ran like Bobby De Niro from a Norton photo op.
Oh, God, that would hurt.
Thank you, Chief C from New York.
Did he say that?
Yes, I'm not going to
call up Eric. I want to see where he is. We want to...
Ben Ope wants Eric on the phone.
Get all the details. Yeah. So, we've been doing this Tony Danza thing off and on for... Well, I guess that's only the third time, right?
Yeah, that's only the third. Is my mic lower again?
I don't know.
Eric ran, man. Somebody held Steve C's hat under his ass.
There we go.
Yeah, from time to time we go out to the Tony Danza line as they're filing in to see that stupid show, and Anthony does a great Tony Danza impression. And
have a little fun with it.
And we have fun with the rubes that are waiting to see Tony Danza.
Because they're all rubes on that line.
And they buy it every single time. Every single time.
All happy to talk to Tony. We haven't been tripped up once.
Do we have, like, the other one? all queued up. Maybe we can play this, and by the time this ends, Eric will be in studio. How does that sound?
This was the dirty one.
This is the dirty version?
Yeah, this is pretty funny, though.
So, finally today they were on to us, and they caught us, and I don't know what's going to happen. Because they were trying to hold Eric there, the security guard, and supposedly the cops were called.
I bet they had a big meeting about this a while back, and they were all psyched that it was happening today, probably on the walkie-talkies.
It's going down. It's going down on the line. He's out there. He's out there. Code blue. Code blue. He's on the line.
Big meeting. All right, if it happens again, I want some fucking heads busted.
Yeah, you know how
like Dan's in there with a baseball bat.
I guarantee that's how he talks when he's not on his show.
These fucking pricks fuck with my show again. I want some blood on that fucking sidewalk. You hear me? I ain't the nice fucking Danza here today, pal. Just all nasty. Like when they take the guy in back at the casino and he's been cheating.
Yeah. Oh, in the cooler?
Was that? No, I think. What movie was that? Casino.
Casino.
And they take the guys that were cheating.
Oh my
in
God!
the back, you could have the money or your hand.
Oh yeah, it was also in the cooler.
Yeah, they had a scene like that.
It was
cooler.
In the cooler.
Yeah, but your casino's bigger.
And it's Tony Danza. Hey, how you doing? Hey, why don't you come back here, huh?
Yeah.
You don't fuck with Danza. I'll give you the fucking Danza.
No thoughts and prayers to this scumbag.
Yeah. Thoughts and prayers to your face
when it hits the curb.
We'll get someone.
Huh?
It'll happen.
Oh, it'll happen. We'll get you. We'll get you. I don't know why we're so crazy obsessed with you. Why are we?
because its awfulness is so unbelievable. The only thing I've actually liked about Danza is that he's not a complete smooth talk show host, which I do kind of dig about him. But he's just such a boob.
All right. Well, why don't we play another one of these Tony Danza pranks as we wait for Eric to come back into the studio, and then we'll find out what happened today. Okay?
All righty.
This is the dirtiest one I think Anthony did. Check this out. Well, Anthony, we got Sex Bagel on the line. We don't want to say where he is because it could ruin what we're about to do.
What's his name? It's not up there.
Sex Bagel. He works for us.
Who?
Eric. He works on the show.
Oh, Eric?
Yeah, Eric.
I didn't know. It's not up on the board.
Eric?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I have a lady right here. Not only is she a huge Tony Danza fan, she was telling me that she used to be on the Family Feud. Back in when? 1993. Did you score big?
We did top shows and we won over $18,000.
They won over $18,000 on the Family Feud.
Wow, that's wonderful. Did you tell her that we're thinking about putting her on the Tony Danza show today?
Yes, I did, and they're all excited. Her and her family is right here, and they're just waiting to speak to Tony.
All right, and where is she from?
I'm sorry, where are you from?
We are from New Jersey, Surgeonsville.
They're from Surgeonsville, New Jersey.
All right, and what's her name?
Her name is Joan. I'm going to give her the phone right now, and just get Tony ready, and he'll
my Tony character.
All right, let's get Joan on the phone here.
Okay, here's Joan.
Here?
Yeah, he's right on the phone.
Hello, Tony.
Hey, Joan, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. We can't wait to come inside and see you in person.
Well, I can't wait to have you on the show.
Thank you. I mean, we watch it every day. We love it. I especially like the food, particularly.
Oh, you like the cooking segments?
I do. I like the CS food segments.
Well, I love to cook. Being Italian, I cook a lot at home.
Uh-huh.
And my kids, they get involved, and I think it's something a lot of people like,
Oh, you know what? I have a great recipe for spaghetti and clams, the white sauce.
Spaghetti and clams, that's my favorite.
Well, you know what? I'll send you the recipe.
You got a fantastic recipe for that?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
You know something? Hey, one day I would love to have you maybe come on the show as a listener cooking segment or a viewer cooking segment. Oops. And
I would love to.
And we could have you cook your special.
Wonderful. Actually, if you ever come over to New Jersey, you can come out to Surgeonsville. We live way out in the country, and it's a beautiful area close to the Delaware River.
Oh, you have a nice place out there?
Oh, yeah. So, we'll cook you spaghetti and clams first. You might as well taste it before it's aired.
Yeah, I should taste it first. I like taking a little taste before I dip in, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how long you been a fan? You remember me from Taxi?
I'm sorry, Tony, I couldn't understand that.
Hey, you remember me from my old days in Taxi?
Oh, absolutely. 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 We've been following your career. I know that you do shows in Atlantic City. We're about 2 hours away from Atlantic City.
Oh, 2 hours. So you go there a lot.
Say that again?
So you go to Atlantic City a lot.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, I love going there. The gambling, whores, yeah.
It's wonderful.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
You'll get on the big loser bus and take that down there?
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. Are you going to be in Atlantic City soon?
Well, yeah, I got my album, so I like to sing, and I go down there to Tropicana, and I get up there, and, I whine, and the Rubes give me money. It's fantastic.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, I have a cousin who happens to own a condo right on the boardwalk at the end of the casinos, and it is just fabulous to go and visit him.
That sounds fantastic.
Yes.
You know something?
What?
You sound like a big Tony Danza fan.
I am the biggest Tony Danza fan.
So I want to do something a little special for you.
Oh, thank you, Tony.
Here it comes, kids. Hold on to your hats.
Okay.
I need a little relaxation before the show. It's a stressful situation being out there. I'm kind of new to the talk show thing. You understand?
Yes.
So I'm thinking I could use a little company in the dressing room.
Oh, my goodness.
How would you like to come backstage and hang out with me while I get ready for the show?
I would love it. I would love it. Do I bring my family? Me.
Excuse me?
Just me, or do I bring the 3 people I came with?
Well, who do you have with you?
My husband is here, and my 2 friends, Karen and Phyllis.
Your husband's there?
Yes.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Can you see where this is going? I can. Now, I'd like you, you know something? Bring the whole family with you.
Oh,
backstage to hang out with me before the show, because I need to relax a little bit.
Okay, great. That's great. Well, you are just so special to say that. Thank you so very much.
I love being special. And you know what relaxes me?
What's that? I love to relax with you.
Strap in, kids. You know what relaxes me backstage?
Excuse me?
You know what relaxes me backstage in my dressing room?
Sure.
A nice fucking blowjob.
Oh, my. I'm sorry, I missed that on the phone.
No, you didn't.
Should I?
Tony likes having his hog sucked before I gotta placate to the rubes out there. I would never use a word like placate. What am I, insane? Before I entertain all the rubes out there in my audience.
Oh, okay.
I like blowing a load on someone's face, and you seem like that person.
Okay. Should I give this phone to Eric so he knows what's going on?
You better give it to him so he can run as fast as he can away from your husband when you tell him the news that you'll be backstage sucking Tony Danza's cock.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I heard what you said. I'm going backstage, Eric.
Okay.
Okay, here. I'm going to give you to Eric so you can tell him what's going on.
Fantastic.
Okay. See you soon, Tony, and thank you so much.
You certainly will.
All right, I will come back right out and I'll have a...
Hey, run, Eric, run.
All right, you got it.
Yeah, you can come home.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I don't know. Maybe, is she telling her husband right now? Yeah, we can end it right there. So there's another example of what we did with the Rubes. Wait online outside the Tony Danza show.
Yeah.
That was the dirtier one.
It's a fun little
so
gag.
We decided if you're just tuning in to go today and do it again, and you might have heard it. If not, the replay's coming up in less than an hour. You'll hear it. And there's major controversy now. Eric is back in the studio. So, Eric, what happened? We were convinced we were going to get away with it again.
Yeah.
Well, you did to an extent, but as soon as she handed the phone back to me, I turn around and there's this guy right there. And he starts going, "Who are you? Who are you working for?" I didn't give him a name or who I was working for, right? So as I said on the phone, I'm like, this guy wants proof that I'm with, and I said another company.
Of course.
All right, and he said, and then he takes the phone out of my hand and he closes the phone like this. Just slaps it down. And he gets in my face. Then he pulls me by my left shoulder
so
here.
he did put his hands on you.
He pulled my shoulder, pulled me just, I mean, it wasn't like
that's
vicious.
All you need.
but it was about a foot away from where the line is, where everybody is.
It's assault.
And he gets right in my face, and he goes, I can have you arrested for disorderly contact, disrupting the show, and he's going through all this other stuff. I said, I'm on a public sidewalk with a cell phone talking to another person. So he's just getting right in my face, and these two other guys come out from the building, look like cops but not really cops kind of thing.
Danza security.
Yeah, so they come out there and they're standing there and they've got a list. They've had some paper in their hand and they're going over the thing, and I gave them a fake name and they're just shaking their heads because that name's not on the list. I guess they researched the show.
They have a list of everyone involved with this
He
program.
was trying to get me to say I was with Opie and Anthony.
Right.
He was trying so hard, and I was saying, I'm not with her. I said, they're another company.
What was in, like, the
I couldn't
the book?
see. They wouldn't show it to me. But they had it. But they're going down this list here. I saw a white piece of paper.
It's probably a list with all our faces and our names and all that.
Great. Saying we've had nothing but problems from this show. We don't want these people down there. We've been instructed to get rid of these people or do whatever's necessary to get rid of these people.
Whatever's necessary.
Well, that's Tony Danza. Behind the scenes, probably.
Assaulting our staff on a public sidewalk.
What happened with the phone? You kept calling in, the phone kept going down.
The guy kept shutting the phone.
How can you do that without touching you? Like,
all right, at this point, when he pulls me aside and he's telling me, no, you cannot do that, right? The first time he closes the phone. And he's yelling at me. Ben calls. So I open the phone again. I'm talking to Ben for
and
maybe...
And he's holding on to you at this point?
No, he let me go. He just pulled me 1 quick second away from the line and then let me go. He wasn't still holding me.
Was he pulling you on your Tony Danza T-shirt?
No, I hit that real quick.
Oh, you did?
I had the jacket right up there buttoned. I was like, he's not seeing that shirt.
You pussy. Yeah.
Hey, we're all on the same team.
Yeah.
We all work for Tony.
So I'm standing on the sidewalk there, right? Ben calls. I talk to Ben maybe 3 to 5 seconds. All of a sudden, out of my hand again, click. He's got my phone now. He took my phone.
He took the phone out of your hand.
Opened my phone
charge.
and starts hitting buttons trying to see what's in the phone. He's trying to find out where my phone book is on the phone, trying to find who I just dialed and all that.
Columbo,
right?
Knock it off. This guy wants so bad to be some type of
a cop. Yep.
Yeah.
He's now this is his big chance with his book with our names in it and grabbing the phone and trying to get numbers out of your phone.
That's invasion of privacy.
So as soon as he's doing that, I take the phone back and I close it, right? I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Let me see some ID." I said, "I don't have ID. I took a cab here."
And I don't have to show you.
He goes, "How much you want to bet if I go through your pockets right now, I find a wallet?" And he's pointing to my left side here, which is my keys and my other phone.
Big lump.
And I said, "Those are keys?" And I said, "And you're not searching me." Now this time I realize I'm standing at the edge of the curb, so I walk into the street. Now I'm in the street. He comes right to the edge, but he won't walk into the street. And he's still yelling at me. The two other guys...
Doesn't matter, the sidewalk or the street. It's
I know,
not.
But Ben just goes, run into traffic. So I'm trying to get into traffic.
You're going to be a fine parent, Ben.
Yes. So I'm trying to get into traffic. There's cars coming, so I'm stuck between that little gap of the street and the actual traffic, and those other guys are blocking me, so I can't move anywhere. And then I'm trying to get on the phone again, and the phone just, the last time it crapped out, but there you go.
Oh.
There he goes, running across the street.
Just run into traffic.
Hey, what's all that racket outside? I'm trying to do a show.
I got to be honest. I don't think there's anything illegal about you being out there talking to people.
There isn't.
No, you could.
And I think that a public sidewalk, we might have to call and say, look, this guy grabbed you. He's shutting your phone. That can't happen.
He grabbed you.
I don't care if he assaulted.
He just pulled me a foot.
That's assault.
He kept taking your phone and shut it. You can't touch somebody else's phone.
And then he started going through the phone.
Is also another charge. Yeah.
So, what was going on with the lady that you talked to?
She was cool. There was like a party of 8 from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It was like grandmothers, granddaughters, and regular daughters. There's a whole big family affair because one of them was getting married next week. So they came up to go to the Tony Danza show, and they were all excited. They were having a blast talking on the phone. They're all sitting there, Danny DeVito, yeah, and they're all cheering. And
trying to come up with the names of the people that Tony couldn't remember.
And one of the older ladies is tapping on. He's like, "He's got a CD. Get a CD." And then she goes, "Oh yeah, can we get a CD?"
And of course, Tony said yes. Of course.
What a good egg.
What a good guy.
Oh, one of the other things he told me too, and he goes, "I guess you said, give Tony a kiss on the cheek. That's how you get in favor with Tony." And he starts listing these other things which were never said, but I didn't hear the phone call, so I don't know. So I was like, I said, "Dude, I was standing right next to you. I did not hear that phone call."
Were they listening?
They might have an XM there.
They have an XM
I
in
guess
there.
they, like the
and
Opie
the
and Anthony
security
show.
probably
Good.
it's
Big
probably
fans.
their job when that line is out there to listen to this program.
Well, I did a contest with those guys, too, for a free XM.
Go home.
Holy
Just go home.
Jesus.
Just go home.
Can you get me a coffee while you're out there looking for a rope?
Yeah, please go home. Just go. Walk away. Play the Hulk music. Do something. Get him out of here.
They can't ask you for ID or anything. You're not running into the building causing it. You're on a phone.
Yeah. I didn't give him a thing. Didn't tell
You
him my
should
name.
have.
Didn't tell him who I worked for.
You took your pinch like a man. You didn't rat.
That's right.
Oh, De Niro again. we can't tell him
Well,
anymore.
Master Poe is pacing like a mother hen.
Yeah, he's freaking out.
was
He's
fuming.
positioning me outside. Now, how did he come at you? What angle?
How did he come
how
at
was
you?
the grip?
There's the real deal. Master Poe, share the mic with Eric.
Yeah, okay, that was assault, and we should call the cops right now.
That is assault.
Right now.
You were assaulted on a
right
public
now.
sidewalk
I
by
do agree.
some stupid security
Well,
guard.
Master Poe, that's your call, obviously. You know, Master Poe is very pissed off because
Yes.
I
he
need
looks
someone to
over
call
us, he
911.
protects us. He's
If
like like a mother hen, one of
Yeah.
his ducklings.
If that guy grabbed you like that, you would have taken that as an assault. Like you would have taken and reacted as an assault.
Well, by law, you're not supposed to grab someone, and if someone is attacking you, or if someone is actually trying to grab you, immediately you can defend yourself. So it's self-defense. And in his case, I don't know, what the guy looks like or what skills he has. It doesn't matter. He's supposed to be a professional.
You can't put your hands
No, you
on
cannot.
anybody. It doesn't even matter how it is. If you put your hand on someone's back, like you want to ask him a question, and you put your hand on his back, once the hand touches somebody, you can be charged with assault if that
Yes.
person wants to charge.
Like an umpire back at Earl Weaver used to turn his hat around because if your hat touches the umpire, you were thrown out of the game.
Right.
Any type of contact.
Plus, I believe it's also robbery because he grabbed the
Well, there's
phone
something there.
out of his hands. There's something else there. Absolutely. I'm
Yeah,
not a
with
police
the phone.
officer. Let's go. Let's
Well,
get all the police officers out there to
911.
call.
I don't want to tie up emergency lines with that, but we should call a precinct and do something about that.
You have them
they
talk
gotta
to.
I think they need a talking to.
We got an expert
Perhaps
on the line.
a bit more.
Keith the cop, what's up?
Good morning. I just got a call from Clubby.
He needs to be
Everything
corrected.
okay?
Hey, Ben.
Our boy Sex Bagel was roughed up a little bit outside the Tony Danza show.
He was assaulted by a Tony Danza security guard.
Well, what do we have here? What are the facts?
The facts are Eric was on the sidewalk while the line was going into the Tony Danza show. He gave a woman that was online the telephone, and she got to speak with Tony Danza.
And Eric might have been impersonating a worker from the Tony Danza show.
Right.
An employee.
Yeah. So after the phone call's done, Eric takes the phone back. A security guard for the Danza show, I believe, comes up to Eric and grabbed him by his shoulder and pulled him over to him. And started telling him how he wasn't allowed to do that, how it was disorderly conduct, disruption of the show, all kinds of stuff that could get him, he thought could get him in trouble. But the fact of the matter is, the only person that did anything wrong was the security guard by touching Eric.
And he kept taking his phone. Eric's trying to call the show. The guy keeps snatching
and the guy
his phone.
snatched the phone out of Eric's hand and started going through his phone book trying to find numbers in there. After that, Eric just finally got away from the guy and ran back to the studio.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So now we want to, maybe somebody could go over there and speak with the security guard because I think Eric feels that charges should be filed for assault.
Well, I wouldn't say it's an assault. I'm going to have to say it's more of a harassment.
Yes.
But this is the angle I'm going to work on this whole thing, and it might work for us. If we can get Tony Danza to staple his ball bag to his leg, I think we can get Tony Danza about $1.5 million in bail.
You ass. Why isn't that assault?
Because in the statutes of the law for harassment, it's push, shove, kick, punch. It really doesn't go
What's
further
assault?
than that.
We're kind of sounding faggy is what you're saying, huh?
Well, no, but harassment is still good, though. It's still something.
That's a good one.
It is something. He can't just do that. He can't just snatch his phone and go through it on a public sidewalk.
We want to teach these talk show line security people that they can't get away with this kind of stuff. Brown shirts.
Yeah, well, he was talking to Tony. She lady was talking to Tony. I don't know what this guy's problem is.
I know. She was very happy. We're making people on the line happy.
Yeah, that's kind of, out of line. But, yeah, harassment, maybe I could work something with snatching the phone out of his hand.
Yeah.
I don't know how happy they would be over at the precinct. But, listen, this is a violation of his rights, and it's not.
We just want to know if we could violate someone with a billy club. That's all we need to know, Keith.
Right.
Can we drag someone down to the precinct and give them the business in the men's bathroom?
We might be able to work something along those lines.
If you can't find anyone, I'll play the part of the prisoner.
Did Opie say mother hen and
Yes.
baby ducklings?
You guys let me slide on that one.
Not the audience.
I know. Killer Kitten's like, mother hen and baby duckling, Ope. Why not just say elephant with a baby cub, jackass? There's another time where I start sweating going, oh, please. They didn't hear that, did they?
The audience catches everything.
All right, you ratting me out, Killer Kitten. Thanks.
Now, what do? We want this guy brought up.
I think after the show...
We're going to just go for street justice.
Well, if we don't go for the street justice, how about after the show, I'll talk to Eric and we'll see what we can come up with.
Let's do that.
I'll make a couple phone calls.
Very good.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, a lot of people are calling us a bunch of faggots on the instant feedback.
Why?
They're like, shut up, Saul. They want to know if Sex Bagel was very injured.
Eric was very injured. He grabbed me, and I was hurt.
Oh, were you physically hurt?
Well, my feelings were very hurt, and I felt ashamed. I was standing on the sidewalk, and he pushed me and took my phone. He went through my phone book and realized I have no friends and pointed that out to me. I was very embarrassed. He was hurtful.
I just think that if I did get the call and I showed up and Eric told me that he was working the line to see if any ladies wanted to, lick Tony's mule, and then the security guy pushed me, it's a little hard to write up in the report, but I'm going to try and work an angle.
All right. It's a radio show doing an on-the-street interview.
That's right.
That's pretty much what it was.
Can't touch him.
I have one question.
Yes, Master Poe.
Hey, Keith, isn't there a progression when it comes to... this is for the listeners out there, because they're saying that, Eric is a wimp, the way he responded or the way that we're responding.
I think Poe's saying that, Eric.
No, I'm not. Actually, there's a progression. If someone is coming at you verbally, that's step number one. Then they're going to come at you physically. And in this case, he grabbed him. All right, so after that, he's going to throw a punch and hit him in the face.
Yes.
Come on, you have to draw the line somewhere. What country are we living in?
Russia. I mean, where are we?
Where are we?
Canada?
Freedom. No, I personally think that it was wrong for him to do that, and that wasn't professional.
It was wrong. It's just that, how wrong was it? I mean,
All right.
in the eyes of the law.
Gotcha.
I don't think it's a felony, but I do think that maybe the security guard needs a talking to, because this way, if there's nothing wrong with one of our guys talking to somebody on the phone there, that's not illegal and it's allowed. Too bad they're lining up for your show. Stop using a public sidewalk then, assholes. Make them line up in the studio.
Oh, we'll be back.
We'll be back.
Eric is a very willful young boy.
Yeah. Rather naughty.
We're going to be back.
Naughty.
All right, Keith. Thanks.
All right, I'll catch up.
Your son is attempting
Thanks
to
for
bring
being the party pooper.
an outside radio show into this situation.
All right, I'll talk to you guys
Bye,
later.
Keith.
Yeah.
And you never even mentioned oral. You said just a back rub. You
Of
didn't say.
course I did.
Did you?
Not that makes any difference, but...
And I do believe that ends the Tony Danza saga for today.
There you go.
Yeah, Danza's a bully.
Danza's brown shirts.
Yeah.
Nazis.
Should we tell Paul he won the MiFi, I guess?
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeez, he's still out there.
Yeah. Make sure Tony doesn't take it from him on the way out.
Oh.
Let's
Snatch it out of his hand.
Let's bring Paul back in from Jersey. He won the MiFi. If you want to win a MiFi, we're still seeing what you would do to win a MiFi, the portable XM satellite radio. Just email us at opieandanthony.com or foundrymusic.com, okay?
I just think it's hysterical that we found out that they really do listen.
Oh, that's great.
To this program.
I really thought we were going to get away with it again.
Webpage.
We haven't mentioned it in weeks.
We're going to have to use code words now when we go to do it.
Code words we didn't say. All of a sudden we just went to the phone and started the bit.
Right.
Yeah.
And they were on us like that.
How are we going to get away with it in the future?
We'll figure it out.
So what kind of code word can you use for Danza?
We'll be back.
Maybe you play the retard singing "Time of My Life" and that's the Danza signal.
Oh, we'll be back. Oh yeah, we will. Oh yeah. So you won the MiFi, Paul. Congratulations.
There you go, my friend.
Thank you, guys.
Bravo.
You are a good egg.
You took it like a man.
Tongue revolted.
All right.
Barfed a little bit, but you did a good job. Thank you.
You want to say anything?
Any plugs? Anybody you want to say hi to?
I got nothing going on.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Really don't.
The guys back at the gardening center. Or something?
Oh yeah, those.
The gardening center.
Gardening.
Guys back in the gardening center.
Gardening center.
The guys watching the azaleas with machine guns. I'd like to say hello to them.
All right, we'll play a little cute thing here. Take a break.
What is it, Ope?
We'll get into something.
Yeah, what do we got?
I just duck job.
Aww.
A little duck job thing, and then we'll continue. It's
right.
something new. I don't know if we have time to play the racist songs today.
Do we?
You want to just try to end with that today?
That's kind of fun. They are pretty nasty.
All right, we'll try to do that next.
Oh.
Oh my God, it feels so good. Oh yeah. Oh, slow down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Oh my God. Oh yeah. Play with my balls. Play with my balls. Oh, that feels so good. Yeah, just roll them around in a circle. Oh my God, I love it when you. Uh-oh, slow down. Don't move. I'll go get you a towel.
You're listening to the O&A Free Play all week long on High Voltage XM 202.
It is insane.
If you want to keep listening, you'll have to add Opie and Anthony to your XM account. Call 1-800-XM-RADIO or subscribe online at highvoltage.xmradio.com.
You've never seen anything like this, my friends, ever.
Make sure you have your XM Radio ID handy. Order this week and you get Opie and Anthony for the rest of 2004 at no charge.
See? It's fucking simple.
Hurry, this special offer ends this Sunday. The Opie and Anthony Show.
I'm an eating, drinking, shitting fucking Santa Claus.
Fuck me, Santa, fuck me, Santa, fuck me, Santa.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. A lot of fun today. Hope you're enjoying the program.
Oh, yeah.
It's part of our free play. I don't know. If you like what you're hearing, you could add us to your XM account.
It don't cost nothing.
You can call 1-800-XM-RADIO or subscribe online and just add us to your XM account. Opie and Anthony, High Voltage 202.
Right.
We're still working with that High Voltage name, huh?
Yeah.
They just don't listen to us.
We wanted the virus.
We want the virus or something that makes sense.
Or something with Opie and Anthony in it, so there's a name recognition.
There you go.
I never liked High Voltage because it just...
Is that electricity?
Yeah.
Very good.
I think because we're shocking, and it's just like, can't we get a little more creative than that?
We have a conference call today? Oh, that's good. That should get a lot done.
No, I got an email.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that
no conference today?
No conference call today.
Oh my God, I'm so happy.
I'm not. I want to discuss this High Voltage name.
Let me check. Are they? I will be traveling to Nashville, so we should cancel the post-show call today. I'll be available by cell phone this afternoon if you need me at 202-297. I won't do it. Stop shaking.
You just sit around your hotel room all afternoon long just waiting for that cell phone to ring. Yeah, it'll happen. Yeah.
Yeah, so no post-show
that's great.
conference call today.
Cool.
Very
all right.
Happy.
I don't like the fact that your names aren't in the title of that channel.
Well, yeah, we've been saying that. We've been saying a lot of things for a long time. Okay. We got some racist music. And I got to tell you, I wanted to hate this stuff, but as far as comedy goes, it's kind of funny.
It's very hateful. The lyrics very hateful and hurtful, Opie. So it's
people are offended. I understand
people are very
that.
Offended by it.
They're definitely stereotyping.
It's hate music.
It'll be #1 with a bullet in Boston. Some of the songs.
Boston will love this.
DCN should add the record.
Yeah, Boston.
It does rock.
Yeah, Boston, crank up this next segment. You're gonna love it.
I'll give it that. And also, they make a point that a lot of black groups. What am I? Larry
Jeez,
King.
Larry.
You know, a lot of the combos. A lot of the Negro combos put together songs.
You know, they write a lot of anti-white stuff and black power stuff and black empowerment music. And then when Whitey tries it, there's a big problem. Then it's racist music. And these guys decided to put together some white power anti-white people are dissed in this, Opie. Blacks, Mexicans.
Well, the first song is called "People Haters." It's a song about the white. The
wigger, as they call them.
Correct.
The wigger.
So what's this guy about? The article was in Newsweek. I think 2020 is going to do a whole thing on him, or 60 Minutes, one of those.
2020.
60 Minutes or one of them? I don't know. Steve knows that, but
I saw it on Newsweek.
Yeah, it's in Newsweek, and then 60 Minutes is going to do something, Steve?
Yeah, 60 Minutes is actually taping at his house in Minnesota today.
I love when he doesn't put his headphones on. He just talks
Martini
right
Steve,
over the
yes.
music.
All right, so we caught his attention because we saw this article in Newsweek. Ben brought it to our attention.
Yes.
And what's this guy all about?
Well, his name is Byron Culvert, and he's got a record company, and 5 years old. It's becoming the top white power.
He's 5 years old?
What? Dad, talk. No.
What?
Ben's trying to read.
I can't help it.
Norton's just pointing at his mule.
I can't help it if your sweater doesn't cover that bulbous appendage.
Anyways,
oh my God, you totally flustered him. He goes, just like, and just points at his mule, and it completely flustered Ben.
Anyways, they distribute 100,000 of these CDs to schools, and he's got that whole drug dealer philosophy. We hook them with the music, and then the kids learn and buy more online. He says we just don't entertain racist kids, we create them, and they're online to making $1 million bucks this year.
But how big is that thing?
Okay, Parento over there. Relax.
Hey, come on now. Wait, so these guys are handing these CDs out at schools?
Yeah.
What grade?
Does it say 13 to 19-year-olds?
13 to 19-year-olds. They're handing out
junior
these things,
highs,
and they're from Minnesota.
Yeah.
So I guess it's within that area or all over the country.
It doesn't say actually
Wow.
in the article, but yeah.
What do? They just give these CDs to kids at school to put in the front of their jeans?
Don't put them on hold. Fucking people don't listen. Jesus, Steve really has to start listening.
Why?
Oh,
The
Steve,
music.
Not now. Not now. Steve doesn't listen.
No, he
works really hard, and because he works so hard, he doesn't sleep and he doesn't listen. I said not now.
You didn't say not now, but he said, you might have said not now, but he said get him on the phone and keep him talking.
He was talking to him, so he wasn't going to hear anything.
No. Just not now. He's waiting for our call. We'll talk to him. All right?
Fine, whatever. And this fucking guy's gonna giggle and make me look like a fucking flaming jackass. The flaming's the hat. I know. You know what? But you know what?
No. He was just talking to him off the line. There wasn't anything there.
Let's all get
If
on the
he's
same
just
page.
talking
I don't want. No.
Okay.
I don't want him on hold or anything yet.
Oh, I know what you mean.
All
He
right.
wasn't putting him on hold. Shut up, you.
I know what you mean. I'm just trying to.
Steve, just
I'm
punch
trying
him
to
in the
figure it out.
face.
It looks like a big, juicy dilemma.
I can't.
You can punch him in the face.
I can't punch Ben in the face because if I
know,
punch Ben in the
because
face,
he's herking and jerking. How do you hit him?
I'll miss him.
He's
but
herking and
God
jerking.
forbid,
There's
next,
no
I'll do some
hitting
permanent
him.
damage to poor Ben. I don't want to do that.
And you got that deep bass voice. You got to, put your headphones on because you're just blowing everyone away.
Yeah. Wow.
All of a sudden, it's like.
Oh man.
All right. Sorry, Steve.
Holy jeez.
Okay.
Dude.
What?
Steve was pissed.
Oh, he was hot.
I understand, but
He was hot under the collar and on top of his head.
Is
He
Voss
was
really
hot under the
sleeping?
ankles.
What?
Are you sleeping?
No, I was just thinking of something.
He was asleep.
Oh my God, Voss is sleeping during the show.
You are an old man. Right?
He nods off like grandpa.
I was thinking of
Way
something.
to support your friends.
What were
Thank
you thinking of?
The show stinks that bad you have to fall asleep.
I was asleep. What were we just talking
You were
about?
asleep.
What just
I can
happened?
tell you everything that just happened.
Okay, what?
just
What
happened?
happened?
Steve came in here.
Pack
and he
of
was
lies.
Steve came in here because he was accused of the phone, whatever, and Ben, he didn't want to hit Ben in the bobbing
Okay.
head.
Well,
all right?
what limb did Ben admit that he's smuggling in the front of his pants?
The one that he was blocking with his CD. I just closed my eyes because my head from when you scratch behind your ear real hard, I get a headache. So I was closing my eyes. I'm not tired at all.
He was asleep.
I was not asleep.
You
I
were
swear to God.
asleep.
Was I drooling? If I was drooling, then I'd be asleep.
Cannoli cock. Did you notice that he was asleep?
We should have just let him.
I know.
Continue.
Let him continue.
No, I swear to God, I
You
wasn't
just
sleeping.
fell asleep.
I know he was asleep because the listeners are writing. Voss was funnier than ever.
Boss is old.
All right, so we're going to talk to the guy in a minute or two, but I wanted to play some of the songs first,
Right.
Anthony.
Yeah, don't put him on hold. Just call him when you're ready for him.
That's what I'm saying.
I hear you, Ope.
All right.
Use that phone that's in the front of Ben's pants.
Are all these songs on the same CD? It's like
how many college students could fit in that one?
Is it a compilation disc? Yes? From different artists, Steve?
Oh.
Steve, you can come back in. We're not going to bite you.
Come on in, Steve.
Oh, this is the same artist? Same artist?
Same artist is on those tracks, yeah. It's, just play it.
Wow. Yes.
What?
Those are all by the same artist, yeah. That's
really?
a group called the People Haters. But the compilation that he's handing out is a bunch of different artists. Problem is, and I had this conversation with him last night, it's all a lot of this grindcore, hardcore stuff that you can't understand the lyrics. So I wanted to make sure the stuff
What
that he
good
gave
is
us...
racist music if you can't understand the hateful lyrics?
What's the first song called?
People Haters. It's white.
Okay. Sabbath?
You look like a nigga. You dress like a nigga. You talk like a nigga. You walk just like a nigga. You're a white nigga, white nigga, white nigga. Gonna pull the trigger on a white nigga, white nigga. Jigaboo! You smoking crack. You like that rap. You wanna be black. And you're shooting fucking back. You're a white nigga, white nigga, white nigga.
Alright.
You're a white nigga, white nigga. Jigaboo!
Jigaboo. Wow. Well, that's
I
catchy.
like it.
It's catchy. Kind of rocks.
White.
Have we officially started the most offensive song contest too?
I think some of these might be contenders. That one, the guy doesn't like watching the white guys walk around talking with a black dialect and wearing the pants around their ass, things like that, I guess. So we wrote that little ditty.
It is embarrassing to see a white guy behaving like that. Just to see such a desperate need to assimilate to be accepted so he doesn't get beat up. It's conquering somebody that you think is going to hurt you.
Word.
No, man, I know what you're saying. Not that I mind Danny tilting his hat to the left.
Our own Danny does tilt.
No,
his
but
hat
Danny
to the left.
talks normal, but he's got his hat cocked like
All
he's
right.
ready for anything, dog.
Well, the next song is called...
Speaking of cocked, Ben.
we're trying to sample this, Anthony, trying to understand.
A little
I
sample,
guess.
sure.
The second track is called The Towel Is Not a Hat.
A towel is not a hat. Well, that's a good one. Okay.
Greatest thing I've ever heard.
Middle Eastern sound.
That's actually a cool sound right there.
Pretty good.
Go to the store. Get some brew. Another stinky egg. Worse than a Jew. Ever heard of salt? You smell like fucking shit. With that towel on your head, you make me fucking sick. Go to the hat. Go to the hat. Go to the hat.
Towel's not a hat. Yeah.
Pick up your fucking towel.
Just a towel head. Land of opportunity. Get the work visa. Brings his whole family. Gonna rip you off. Better kill your chain. Rag on your head. Cover greasy mange.
Towel's not a hat.
There you have it. A towel is not a hat,
Wow.
Anthony.
Just imagine the death moshing that goes on during that. You just know they're killing each other, doing the Hitler salute, and like wailing into each other's faces with their crew cuts.
That's such a good song, though. It's a great song.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
There was one part where it said worse than a Jew.
I know you.
Yeah, Arab worse than the Jew.
So, see that? And he's right.
He's falling asleep on a radio show. Radio show.
Radio show.
Falling asleep on a radio show.
Yes.
I stink.
Well, you know, it happens. A little radio.
Another sample here, Anthony.
What is it?
Well, the gays aren't safe either.
Oh, the gays?
Yeah.
Yeah, the hate guys. You know, they usually hate the blacks and the Jews and stuff, but they're not a big fan of the gays either.
I think gays are number one.
Ooh.
No. Jews. Gays are two.
We hate all shitters. Andy Warhol, shitters.
Shit dick.
Mick Jagger, shitters. Michael Jackson, shitters. Jeffrey Dahmer, cannibal, shitters. We hate shitters. But slamming shit dick. Boy George, shitters. Freddie Mercury, shitters. David Bowie, shitters. Rob Halford, Judas,
All right.
Mick Jagger? Come on.
Well, the legendary story with Mick
I
Jagger.
know, but so what?
Liberace, Dim Neighbor, Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger.
Freddie Krueger?
Freddy Krueger's
gay?
a shit dick?
Freddie, what? What? He's a shit dick?
Truman Capote,
Shit dick. Everybody.
Richard Simmons,
Oh.
Shit dick!
Rod Stewart,
Shit dick!
Jim Norton. Shit dick.
Hey, whoa.
Shit chest.
That's right. Ben Sparks. Big dick! Shit chest and big dick. That's our songs.
Rich Voss. Shithead.
There's got to be an anti-Jew song on there.
Yeah, what
Well,
about
there's
it?
a song called Afro.
That's probably not it.
A shit dick. That's the greatest thing ever.
Dick is
That's already probably going to be a message board name.
Oh, it
Shit
probably is
dick
already.
says.
I don't want to focus on one group. I don't want to have an agenda
Of course
here.
not. Well,
Good point.
we-
They have a song called Afro and Day of the Rope and Ebonics. We can play Spit Kill Ya.
Spit kill ya?
Yeah, he
Wait,
doesn't.
I guess that's the Hispanic.
He doesn't like the wetbacks coming to this country.
All right.
Well, going back to
Shit
the guy
Shit dig.
God, I'm going to think of that.
that might replace It Puts the Lotion in the Bubble.
I like that. Oh, shit dig.
Here's Spit Kill Ya. What an asshole. Jesus.
They're jumping all the fences, they're coming through the trucks, they're coming through the sewers, they're coming in trucks, they're swimming across the river, they're coming in boats, they're bringing their children, even their dogs, coming through the tunnels, coming through a place, coming through everywhere, hiding on the train, exterminate the vermin, just like a rat. Close the door to Mexico, we like it like that. Aye, 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 Peter's coming over the border. Aye, aye, aye. We all tried to warn ya. We got to raise an army. Bring them in, insane. Storm the gates of Mexico. Set the booby trap. Electrify the fence.
Can't really understand him.
Electrify the fences?
Yeah.
Kill yourself a grease fix.
Do yourself a greasy stick.
Gotcha.
Aye, aye, aye.
Aye, aye, aye. Beaner's coming over the border. I like Mexican radio better. I'm on a Mexican radio.
He comes out with baked beans on his face.
Yeah.
A radio.
I understand the hate angle in these songs, but they're also kind of silly.
They're fantastic songs.
Yeah, and people aren't going to take their hate seriously if they kind of put them into catchy, funny songs like that.
You know what? You sound like a real shit dick.
Jimmy Robinson's so much better than you.
I think we have another song here, Anthony. Do you have the last one?
Yes, the one for, what they call the preverts.
The preverts?
Yeah. They're really not a big fan of the preverts.
All right, let's hear that one.
The intern that is for porn. The intern that is for porn. Me up all night hugging me porn to porn.
Wow.
Yeah. Huh. Boss, that's funny. You can laugh.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I didn't hear it. I didn't get it.
You really got to get an XM radio.
How do you not have an XM radio?
Mike Brady, shit dick. Robert Reed, shit dick. Greg Brady, shit dick.
Hey, ho, he's a friend of ours. Hey.
Invite you over for dinner one night?
He's married with a kid.
Beard.
Guys that don't put in your raises fast enough at NEW, shit dicks.
Wow. Oh, gee. Oh, my God. Oh. That's so inside, I just got hit in the thigh.
Intern that bangs your $1,000 hooker for free all weekend long. Thought he was a shit dick. Fuck. God, I suck. Thought he was a goddamn ass.
That's right. Those were shit dicks. What is this? A string of shit dicks? Those were shit dicks.
Mr. Fabersham. Oh, God, I suck. Almost made it all the way through that, and I screwed it up. Yes, problem? Problem? I see Opie just got a note.
A communique, Anthony, a communique.
Urgent
There's
communique.
a Q and a U in that.
Stephen Lynch has a song called Vanilla Ice Cream. Have we ever heard that one?
Yeah, he played it live on the show.
Oh,
he doesn't like white people. He likes the mocha girls and everybody else.
That's
but the
a good
white
idea.
Oh, right, I do remember that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I just put it in there in case you wanted it.
All right.
Well, considering we're just trying to waste time now, sure, why don't we play that? Stephen Lynch.
It's a song about the truth. I wrote it about a lady I was seeing not too long ago. Hopefully I'll remember the lyrics this time. Have a seat and listen. Please don't say a thing. In matters of the heart sometimes the truth will have a sting. Just don't take it personally, this is no attack. But we will never last because I'm white and you are also white. I only like black girls, the brown girls, the cafe au lait, the caramel girls and mocha girls just blow me away. If you are Nubian, I want you to be in every fantasy. But if you're whitey, say nighty nighty, you're just not the girl for me. Woohoo. Well, her body is a turn-on, curvaceous front and back. Her hair is quite literally an aphrodisiac. Don't call it jungle fever, cause that just isn't right. I am not a racist, some of my best friends are white. I just prefer black girls, the brown girls, the cafe au lait, the caramel girls and mocha girls just blow me away. Well, if you're a cracker, you better get blacker, or else you best get out. It is no mystery, I like a sister, see that's what I'm talking about. Oh man, I hate vanilla ice cream. White rice is so bland. The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand. The color is not the issue here. It's dignity, it's class. It's all about her heart. Okay, it's partly about that ass. I want me some black girls, the brown girls, the cafe au lait, the caramel girls and mocha girls just blow me away. Well, if you're a honky, you're singing the wrong key. It's the honest truth. The skin that she's dwelling in must contain melanin. That is the fountain of youth.
Thomas Jefferson, Robert De Niro, was strong Thurman, strong Thurman, yeah.
Yes, our buddy Stephen Lynch.
Yes. Didn't that heal everything?
Vanilla ice cream, right? We're just about done with the show for today, guys. And I don't think we've done anything.
Did
we do anything?
We had fun, Ope.
I know we had fun.
Learned a lot. We almost got Eric arrested.
True. Listen for that in the replay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the highlight of the show today. That was fun. There were a lot of highlights, I guess.
Yeah, that security guard was out of line. You can't grab a guy's dick and start checking for shit.
You really like that song, don't you?
How can you not? It's classic.
All right. Well, why don't we play, what did we learn on the Opie and Anthony show today? Where's Voss?
I don't know. He's smoking somewhere.
Smoking or sleeping.
Smoking, all depressed that he had a bad appearance.
Where is he?
His appearance was fine.
It was fine. He's probably smoking out the window. He's so addicted.
He really smokes
He's
a lot.
got to stop.
He really does smoke a lot.
What an ass.
Rich.
I don't mean his behavior. I mean, have you seen him? Terrific.
We're all giddy now. Rob from Long Island, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? First, I want to say thank you for picking me for the sticker stop tomorrow.
Oh, cool. Well, where's the sticker stop tomorrow on that fine?
Exit 69 south on the LIE tomorrow.
Jesus, dude.
I'll be there from 6 to 8 tomorrow.
Why don't you pick a populated area?
Well, that's where my road stop is. I drive a coffee truck. So.
All right, if you're in the area, please stop by and get a WOW sticker from Rob. So what's up?
Okay, I learned that that boss doesn't own an iPod because he's afraid the needle's going to skip.
Very good.
I have one to read from someone.
All right, go ahead.
This is from Fast Freddy in Jamaica Station. The real shit dick is Tippy Tom.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
True.
Thanks for the visual. Dave, what's going on?
How you doing?
Okay.
Anthony, it's only this, not that.
It's only this, not that. Right. This or this. This or this.
Oh, wow.
This.
Good.
It's that.
Johnny from Tennessee. What's up, Johnny?
Where were you?
Johnny.
Yo, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny. Tennessee.
Maybe the guy's name isn't even Johnny.
Here's a good one. He wants to say Everqueer Ant's a shit dick.
I am not a shit dick with Everqueer.
Not at all.
Let's go to Mitch from Jersey.
Well, I didn't get my wizard robe last night.
Hey,
I'm very
I learned that, hello?
Yeah.
I learned that Tommy Lee used to bang Pamela Lee Majors.
Oh, that's a good one. We did learn that today. Thank you.
All right, take her easy.
You know, I didn't even get the fact that Pamela Lee tied it with Tommy Lee till he just said that. What a great reference that was that you did.
Oh, thank you.
I was just thinking Farrah Fawcett. I didn't catch the name Lee.
Right.
God damn, that was
My
good.
pal is brilliant.
That was a really good one, man. God damn.
Just sit back and enjoy when he gives you that type of material. Bob,
you're
what's
acting
up?
like a real...
What? Nah? What?
No.
Shit dick.
What?
You're not in the... You're shh.
Bob, what's up? Oh, my God. Bobby, help us out. You know,
maybe you should
Bob.
touch his arm and go, Bob.
Get the same response.
Yeah, right?
You know what? I
None.
got to tell you, the listeners get like a C- today.
Yeah, especially for what did we learn?
They have really slowed down the program.
They have no clue when they're on the air, when they're not.
Rich, The Legacy. What's up, Rich?
Yeah, guys, I learned that Rich Voss needs a director to make him funny.
Oh.
Do I?
That means we all get the phone calls later. You don't think I was that bad on the show today, do you?
Well, you're not going to kill every day.
Voss
What are you
is
gonna
very
do?
funny.
That doesn't matter. I'm not going to kill every day.
We all know you're funny.
It doesn't matter. My job was to bring air juice in today.
Air juice?
What the hell is air juice?
What is air juice?
From my ear.
But you said air. You said air juice.
What's an air juice?
Air.
Is that kind of like an heirloom, but that's when you leave that gunk for your kids?
Ear, whatever.
Michael O.J. Jordan, his air juice.
George
No?
from Jersey. Anyone?
Thought it was funny.
That's good. George. See, the guy's laughing. It was good.
Oh, good. Thank you. I got one from the caller.
Just because we're in a coma in the studio doesn't mean someone out there is not laughing. Don't worry
What's
about
on your mind,
it.
shit dick?
Go ahead, George. George.
I learned today that mother hens protect their ducklings.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for remembering that one.
You got it.
All right. A lot of Jersey callers. We like Jersey. They're dependable.
I'll say.
Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, I learned that little Jimmy's new nickname is Shit Chest.
Very nice. Mark from upstate New York.
Hello, how you doing, guys?
All right.
Learn Jigaboos, a very fun song to sing, and I was wondering if you checked behind Ben's eye patch yesterday.
Oh, very good reference.
Ooh,
no, I think
wow.
Ben was really sick.
Ben was really sick.
Yeah, Duke, what's going on?
Yeah, I learned that Tony Danza listens to your show nowadays, huh?
Yeah, a bunch of people over at the Danza show seem to listen.
Yeah, I want to say hi to everyone at the Tony Danza show that listens to the Opie and Anthony show.
Doing a good job.
On XM Satellite Radio. Doughboy, I learned that there are Cowboys balls over at the driving range, and Anthony's girlfriend dresses him.
Yes.
Spikilia. Check it in already. I learned that a towel is definitely not a hat, and that Freddy Krueger is a shit dick. I don't know about that, though, huh? Boston Strangler from whackbag.com. I learned today that if you get caught in the Danza line, run! Run, Eric, run!
Ed, can I give Ed C. from New York? I learned that Jim McGreevy is a shit dick.
Fidel from New York. I learned that the old NEW sports guys will be fired for having sex in a church. That's actually a very good one. And Joe from Greenwich, Connecticut. I learned that Voss's next appearance will be in My Left Ear, co-starring Daniel Day-Lewis. You want to plug anything, Voss?
DVD. RichVoss.com, very funny. Read the write-up on cringe humor.
And you can get it.
I'm at the downtown the 23rd of December.
Show's over.
Program complete.